Alright, well, we have Chomsky on Scribe this week.
I
Chomsky.
can do that.
Chomsky is quartermaster still, it looks like. And our previous scribe is Arapel. With her, computerized version of the events. Wait, are there two journals? Did you do an extra journal?
No, whenever we do a long rest on a session that I journal, Arapel decrypts some of his lost memories.
Oh, that's
But
what that is. Okay.
it's not like relevant to the recap. It's just little extras I add in.
Gotcha. I just noticed a bunch of redacted entry, so.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Well, I mean, like maybe this is probably the 5th or 6th that I've done like that over the last couple years. So I haven't done a journal since August though, so it's it's few and far between.
Yeah. All right. Well, we have you on that. So why don't we do a recap from Arapel on last time.
Excuse me, sorry. Just as you said that, I started yawning.
No
Okay,
worries.
so the Splitlanders were battled against the household of Lord Nedric de Valis at the beginning of the last session. And despite some intense moments, they were subdued. Arapel stabilized Nedric because Malin wanted to question him, and there was a captain who also survived after surrendering to Uslog. And Glenn explained that he received intelligence on the ambush, but Nedric and his people claim that they hadn't planned any treachery against us. And our newest acquaintance, Eli the elf, revealed that it was he who brought the message to Glenn, and Eli had received it from a contact at the Deep Frost Network. And we kind of quickly checked the entry in the street, and not that we checked super thoroughly, but we don't really have any evidence that the ambush was real. Uslog activated her gem, and she discovered that we were being observed. So we're speculating that it's possible that the Deep Frost Network may have been a bit manipulative in ensuring that we extinguished the de Valis house tonight. Nedric defiantly kills himself to divest us of control over his fate. And the captain, who initially kind of offers to work for us, he becomes mistrustful because Glenn and Malin keep making comments about how we're going to kill all the witnesses. So he attacks, and so we permanently subdue him. Malin retrieves the servant that the Deep Frost had planted in the kitchen, and he reveals that there's a secret exit from the bedroom. And he also knows where we can find Nedry, which is the companion of the son of the master of the house, who we had let go, or we'd seen in the house earlier and who had slipped away. And we collect, we loot the bodies, and we kind of like look around for some clues and other loot. We look in a couple different rooms, and then we start to hear sounds of people entering the floor below. So we head for the bedroom, we investigate a couple of the walls, and we observe a couple oddities, but we don't end up having time to investigate further because the clamoring kind of enters the hallway outside the bedroom. So Glenn then teleports us back to the Three Kings headquarters. And we inventory the loot and discuss, and we kind of conclude that there isn't really any reason to pursue Nidri at this point because she's already spoken to people. Presumably, she summoned the guard, and it's kind of too late at this point, and it's very possible that the Deep Frost or other people might already have gone after her. So I think we kind of decided that it didn't matter to us at this point, and then that's where we ended. We went to sleep and leveled up.
All right. So It is currently, well, it's the next morning, the 23rd of spring at 8 a.m. And I believe, yeah, the group was kind of deciding what was going to happen next. I had wanted to ask you, Malin. It looks like your strength and con saves are 3 higher than the normal. Do you know what's giving that to you?
3 higher than the normal.
Yeah, your strength bonus
Ring
is
of
4,
Protection.
and your con is 3.
So Ring of Protection and Cloak of Protection gives +1 to saves.
Yeah.
The third reason why it's the third one is a good question. Let me check. I had the global seeing modifiers to 2. So why is the strength up by? Wait, you saying just the strength or
The strength and the con. So they should be 6 and 5 with your +2. Unless there's another +1 we're missing.
No, we should. No, there's nothing else. There should be.
Alright, that's
I'm
weird.
trying to look in the settings where to clear that out. Because you can't manually change them, right?
No, there might be like you can adjust them in the options, but yeah, maybe
I have
just
zeros everywhere, except for the global save, which is the 2. But that's so strange.
yeah, it might be some kind of bug. Maybe just adjust the global saves for 1 for right now, and then if you figure out where the extra 1 is, just let me know.
Oh,
We
you
can
said the
put it.
strength and con, so let me just give a -1 there, and that should even it out, right?
Yeah,
it's interesting. It's interesting that you're talking about con saves because I just went and was looking at mine and I noticed that mine had been unchecked since I last looked at it. Yeah, like the proficiency, I had it checked before and then it was unchecked just now.
Is it
Sometimes
adding
with
the proficiency bonus, not the
well, paladins don't. I don't think they have con as a proficient save.
Resilient feat.
Oh yeah, well feats don't. Feats wouldn't adjust that, so you'd have to manually check that. But yeah, if you
I
have
had it.
resilient, then yeah, you should
I've
have
had
that.
it for ages. Yeah, I had it on there, and I just now noticed as you were talking that it was gone. But I've had it on there since level 8.
All right.
That's why Arapel like stands in the middle of melee while concentrating on Crusader's Mantle and never drops it, almost never, or Spirit Guardians.
All right. Well, yeah. Just let me know, Malin, if you figure out where the extra 1 is coming from, and
I'll take a
maybe
look, but yeah,
maybe there should be something. But yeah, I don't know. I was kind of like pondering, trying to figure out where that was. But all right. Anyway, so what about your NPC? Do you want to, or does someone want to take him as an extra resource?
Which NPC?
Boulder Bottom.
bottom, sure,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Alright, so
sure.
let's see.
I can play him.
Cook? I was like, we killed the cook.
No, it's you're like your camp
Yeah.
mercenary. Alright, so Chomsky, you should have control of him, so go ahead and put him in the order there. Also, that's what I was also meaning to do. I wanted to make him a PC sheet just to make it easier to track. But yeah, I can do that, I guess, another time. Alright, so we had leveled up, and the group was currently at the base. And I guess it is the next morning. So everyone should be feeling better, full. What do you all want to do? The assassination was successful, though there is some question as to the legitimacy of the so-called ambush.
That's a good question.
Do we have anything on the quests right now, the quest log. So I think the group's current main objective is to continue working towards the freedom of the city. Yeah, there's a couple of old side quests that you guys still have on
That's
there.
our main objective. That is the side quest.
Well, either that, you need to find a way to get to the Molten Chapel so you can move on to the cave. So either that or the heist. But yeah, that seems to be like the one. Well, I didn't have that plan, but the one the group kind of created and ran with. So yeah, you'd either have to get access to the Molten Chapel, which originally was going to be through the heist, but now it's kind of looking more like it'll be the heist slash, the freeing of the city.
Yawn.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. So, I think now that this noble is taken care of, you might just be waiting to hear back from the Deep Frost Network. Unless, of course, the group wants to do something else.
I have a great idea. Guys, maybe, everyone's going to be talking about what just happened with the Devos, but we should create a bigger distraction than that even, and then everyone's going to, that'll cover up, the little, that's letting one person slip through.
Do you have something in mind?
Absolutely. Yeah, I really wanted to go jump Froggo now.
Froggo?
Froggy? Little tin hat guy with the, the smoke screen.
Aldo says he speaks of the fire giant god, or godling.
The one we don't know how to find that's stalking us?
No. This time we can find. We just need to talk around, rub some shoulders. I'm sure we can find a way to jump him.
Aldo says,
I
well...
don't know if now is the best time. Just should wait.
What do you mean? This guy is so scared to fight us. You don't understand. Like, this guy waited for us to be absolutely exhausted out of our minds after we, jumped the carriage, and then he tried to take us, and then he, tripped over himself and fell on his butt. Like, he's not all that. He really thinks he's hot stuff, and, he might be literally hot, but that's about it.
Well, as much as I'm not into the idea of fighting a godling giant, Raldo says, it might not be a bad idea if we can catch him off guard and ambush him away from his, his resources and allies. It might be an easier fight than if we have to fight him on the battlefield.
Do we have any leads that would enable us to do that? It seems he has popped in on us on whenever he pleased so far.
Raldo just shrugs.
I did, some work. I was trying to talk to some people. I got like, a vibe. Like, but I'm not the most, persuasive person. So, if someone could help me this time, I'm sure we could get some good progress.
So, as this... Or go ahead.
I was trying to remember, can we be seen in the city without getting arrested? Like, aren't we pretty wanted?
Yes, you're extremely wanted at this point.
Yeah, I was pretty sure I wasn't mixing up my groups. Like, this is the one that, had no
Yeah.
I mean,
subtlety and
at
no
this
scheme.
point, you've attacked
literally
both
can't
the
do it.
nobility and the giant, so, like, yeah, pretty much everyone dislikes you now. Except maybe, like, the...
All of the nobility? I thought we had allied with some of it.
Well, the city does not know that. So, as
Gotcha.
far as the, like, normal deep dwarves are concerned, you guys are, like, murderers, basically. I mean, yes, the noble houses kind of know what's going on, those who are in on it, but, yeah, everyone else is like, holy shit, these guys
the
are
general
just...
population doesn't like us? I thought that, like, Glenn was their hero.
So, some of them like you. But also now, like I said, you've kind of attacked some of the nobility, so that does make you a little bit less popular.
Oh, so it's like out in the open that, like, we just murdered the entire Devalis family?
Actually, you're not sure what, you would assume.
I mean, it was like 8 hours ago, so,
yeah,
like,
you're not sure exactly.
Yeah, I mean, the only one that we know that survived possibly was the companion.
Yeah.
But
The dwarf lady.
Wasn't that the point
I'm
of...
not sure whether she would actually speak or not.
Wasn't that Defrost Network supposed to, like, cook that for us? Like, I want to throw a
Yeah,
bar at that guy.
Kill everybody.
I mean, they're the
Yeah,
ones that were more
you
concerned about
actually
staying
did
on
let
the
someone
down
get away, though. That was kind of the...
Yeah.
Damn it.
That's why the reinforcements showed up later, is because she alerted them to the attack. Or at least that's what you'd assume.
Oh.
Because, yeah, she got
And
away.
so they would. Who's spreading this information though? It was us, the giants.
Are you asking me?
No, I
No,
guess
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is this a general?
If you're asking,
question?
in general, that is a good question. But I mean, the giants very well could be telling the deep dwarves about the attacks, and the deep dwarves could be telling people. You
We
don't.
spread our own misinformation or information tailored to portray us in a better light, if we wanted to.
Yeah, I mean,
Not that I would have the skills to do so. This is all
Me
in
either.
character. But she looks to Glenn. If we needed to improve our standing amongst the people, perhaps
well,
could be the way to do it.
yeah, it's unknown how much is known just in these 8 hours, but you would assume that if word of the attack got out, then yeah, you'd be a little bit less popular. I mean, you guys are wanted by the authorities anyway. So yeah. To the original question, it is indeed not safe to wander undisguised. So that kind of limits
and
what
that's
you can
been part
do.
of our problem all along is we don't have any skills or materials to really do relevant disguises or.
So question: are they looking like for a giant wolf, or are they like they know that if I just throw a cloak on, it's still me?
Outsiders, probably.
Well, there's still plenty of outsiders in the city.
Look like her.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it.
Colors.
It's most likely not easy to find you, but if you're seen by certain authorities, then yeah, they would probably try to arrest you or kill you.
I mean, we're really distinct, and I think that we have fought out in the open with many, many witnesses enough times that seeing even only a couple of us together might trigger some recognitions. Whether or not it's people that want to turn us in or want to kill us, but that might be like, oh, that's those guys,
Yeah, at this point, you'd probably need a disguise kit or alter self to be able to. And you probably can't fight in the arena anymore. Like at this point, you're way too.
Oh, my
They're like,
belt!
they've got someone watching for you, so they can.
Yeah,
jump.
you're way
My
too
champ.
wanted now. You got like the 5 stars.
My belt.
Yeah.
Anyways, I do feel like this is. I would like to ask Diddy to be for a favor, but she's not here, is she?
She's not, but actually Raldo is here, and he wanted to speak with the group. If you have a moment.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah. What can I do for you?
He says maybe we could take a walk.
Oh.
Gives you a
With-
smile.
So did he
To
say with
all
the
of us
group,
or
or he's
to-
just talking
yeah.
to?
He says all of you. I would
Oh.
be interested in speaking with you elsewhere.
Oh.
Sounds great.
All right, so
Not
he,
like here.
Elsewhere in the sewers, or?
yeah, basically just in the tunnels.
Okay.
So he kind of is, you would notice he's looking around as the group walks away from the base. And he, when he gets a little ways away, and looks like he kind of looks around, pulls out a scroll and casts a spell. Looks around again and says, I don't think we can trust the Deep Frost Network.
Yeah, I kind of was starting to feel the same way.
He says, I've found scrying magical stones hidden around our base. I think someone's been in. I'm not sure how they know where we were. I assume you didn't tell them.
They might have followed us.
As well.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm gonna like throw my hands on Arabelle's mouth again for just saying that out loud. Because the guy did technically follow us. Like, yeah, that's wild.
It's wild.
That's.
Give me a deception check.
Oh god damn it!
I'm confused. Sorry, I think I missed something.
I mean, I think it's not gonna be worse than. Let's try it out. Give me a sec.
So he just looks at you and he says, you led them to the base, didn't you?
Look, in fairness, we didn't. It wasn't like we didn't know. They just like we were like camping out, and then the guy just walked in. Okay, we did not like say, oh look, here it is. You know, we didn't show them our cookout.
This as well. Whatever
Well,
the
we're not
case,
subtle, so.
yeah,
We are a spy network.
I think they're now trying to keep an eye on us and figure out more about what we're doing. I'm definitely going to move the base. My question to you all is, do you think you are going to keep working with them? Or, I guess, how do you want to handle this? Because I've lost trust of them and their organization. But I know that you all are very invested in this revolution, which is not as much an important part of the heist, but if it is important to you, I assume you're going to continue with it, and they will probably be needed if you want to have more resources for making it happen.
This is. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I was gonna ask, do we know why they're so invested in this revolution?
I think you guys are the ones who are invested in the revolution.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
when you
Oh, why
think that
they
you
want it to happen?
Yeah,
Uh,
the Frost Network. Yeah.
So, from what your contact said, Dugdrin, their people want to gain more of a foothold within the city, and the fire giants are like basically like stark enemies to them. Like they have been making it really hard, killing their people, and they want to stabilize the city and make it a place where they can work more easily. So getting rid of the fire giants would help them accomplish that. So basically, they don't like the fire giants. It's like enemy of my enemy.
Yeah. So we're just a pawn of theirs.
Well,
But what
Yeah.
was your original question, Rando? How do we go about severing this tie in a way that gets them off of our backs?
he says, well, like I said, I'm going to move the base. My question is, are you going to keep working with them, or are you going to cut ties? Like, are we
Well,
going
let's be
back to the
honest.
original heist, or are you guys going to continue trying to free the city?
Well, why is this mutually exclusive? I understand your view on with the Frost Network, and let's be honest. Even if we did cut their ties, we're not obviously the sneakiest bunch. So if we went with you on the base, they could just follow us again. So
He says, well, that's why I was just going to move the base, and you all are welcome to stay here. I mean, if you're friends with them, I don't think it'll matter if they scry you or, come here, but I'm going to move our people to a more secret location, and then we can be in touch.
okay with that. I think that's a fair compromise.
We'll continue working on the heist, and yeah, hopefully you guys can continue this revolution thing you're working on.
Great.
I mean, obviously we still want to help with the heist. This is not mutually exclusive stuff. This is all helps each other.
He says, well, I
know.
hope so. I will admit, though, I'm a little hesitant about you helping us with the heist when the Deep Frost is watching you. I don't know how they would feel about us stealing a bunch of the city's treasure, especially if they're allied with some of the nobles. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to interfere with the heist in some way.
Huh.
Which
From our
is
conversations with them. I mean, they seemed absolutely fine. I mean, could they have lied to our face? I mean, they're spies. But obviously, take it with a grain of salt. But obviously, with our interactions with them, they seemed amiable to it.
as well. I'm sure they're lying about a lot. As you said, they're spies. But yeah, that's just my guess. I don't think it benefits them or the nobles for us to take a bunch of their treasure. So, I think if we want to do the heist, the safest thing to do would be to just disappear and cut ties, do the heist, and then move on. Forget about the revolution. But, that's just my thoughts on this. I just wanted to let you all know I'm probably going to move the base later on today in secret. But once we get reestablished, I'll contact you and set up some way of messaging you as to what we're doing.
Great.
Of course.
Yeah,
Again, talk with
I
Diddy
can-
right before you guys dip, you know, and then we're good.
Says, yeah, sure. She should be around later. And again, are you sure you don't want to just forget about this revolution thing and just do the heist? Make this simpler.
Yeah,
Where's Glenn?
This is not a decision we can make on the spur.
Alright.
This is like we have to think about that.
We might have to wake Glenn and talk with him.
He nods and says,
Because
all
that
right.
is his child.
Well,
Okay.
think about it and let me know. And he gives you a smile and says, all right, I'm heading back to camp. We'll speak again soon.
Thumbs up.
All right, so what does the group want to do?
Sounds like we're moving camp.
Well, they're moving
Do we
camp.
want-
You guys aren't coming with them
Oh,
because they don't trust you to keep the
Yeah.
new camp safe.
Which is
Cool.
that's fair.
But they said they'd be in contact. So at this point, yeah, if you don't have anything specific you want to work on, I can just pass time. And unless you, want to go check out the brothel, go talk to people. But otherwise, I could pass time till the Deep Frost Network gets in contact with you.
Well, hold up. If we are going to start passing time, I do want to do a project. That being said, obviously, any big decision we're going to make, we have to think over. But I'm not too familiar with fire giants, but is it possible that we could just, basically, at some point, induce the fire giants to, just to decide that it's time to leave? Like they're suffering so many losses, they lost so much. Maybe it would be safe for them just to pack up and go. Or is that not how fire giants work?
You asking me?
Well, I'm asking the group if
Oh, the
anyone has
group.
any idea.
Yeah, I don't see somebody willingly walk away from their home.
Yeah, they're pretty established here, and they've got their chapel.
Yeah. Let's see, do have things to do.
The reason I'm asking is because, obviously they've lost a decent amount of manpower already. They're starting to lose supplies, both from our raids on that caravan on the Blackstone and the first heist, semi-heist that the Bozos did. But if they pull off the big heist, and if we actually do kill, Froggy, that's they're losing their stuff left and right. Their position just might not be tenable anymore. Again, just speculating out of here.
Well, Boulder Bottom would say if they have some sort of leadership, maybe a council or maybe, I don't know, some king, probably have to have some kind of talk with him if you were going to try to get them to leave. Though I know nothing about fire giant societies. Obviously, if you kill enough of them, then they might flee if there's only, a handful left. But I'm guessing such decisions are made by their leadership, whoever those might be. And at this point, Diddy would kind of walk out of the shadows and say, it's the Forge Masters. A bunch of the Forge Masters are in positions of power. I don't know if they have a council, but I know those are the kind of the brains of the group.
Should have been friends with Chad. I missed an opportunity.
Chad Master.
Chad Master. Okay. Well, like I said, big decision. We have to ruminate a bit on this. In the meantime, Diddy, we've kind of been put the city on high alert. Can I ask a small little favor from you?
She kind of crosses her arms and gives you a smile. She says, "You're going to ask no matter what I say, so go ahead."
You know me too well. It's not much, but since you can transform yourself and be inconspicuous, we are trying to find this frog demigod fire giant. Trying to maybe jump him. But we're not the best on big sneaking. So I was gonna ask if you could help with that.
So is he talking about Farago?
Yeah.
Well, I know that he spends a lot of time in the Molten Chapel, though I think he also moves around the city sometimes. I don't know much about what he's doing. I guess I could look into it. I'm kind of busy, though.
I give her the wolf puppy. No, actually, I'm not even transformed right now. But I give the puppies I would really appreciate it. Did I tell you look really cute today?
Give me a persuasion with advantage.
Let's go.
Did I say something before about us not being subtle?
She says,
I'm really prosecuting this also. I'm gonna make that a 14.
Alright, she says, what about Boulder Bottom? Is he free? Boulder Bottom kind of says, I don't know much about subterfuge. She says, well, I could probably get you asking some questions, or at least you can help me out. We could work on, I could work on Randolph's project, and you can work on it for your group. He kind of looks to the group and shrugs. He says, I'm more of a ranger than a face. She sighs and says, I'll see what I can do, but no promises. We're getting ready for the heist, so I'll keep an ear out.
You're the best. And also, I know you guys are leaving, setting up shop somewhere else, and we're not gonna be sharing the same space.
She kind of puts her finger over her mouth and says, I don't know how secure this place is, so we shouldn't talk about such things. And gives you a wink.
Right. Is there any way we can keep in contact?
She says, yeah, I'll be in touch. I have a few ideas as to how I could contact you in the group. But no worries, you'll see me again. She says, I'll let you know about the information on Farago. You might be better off asking the spy network. They probably have his location. Most likely they're watching all the big players and as this unfolds.
Absolutely, will do.
Alright, is anyone else talking about anything? Any RP? Does anyone need to set up a new project? Because I was going to start passing time. What do you want to do?
That is a great question. Crafting recipe. What items could I craft in the meantime? I am technically an artificer, but I don't know what recipes we have on hand. I know Arapel was crafting the belt.
Recipes should all be under the recipes tab.
Let me take a look.
Is there a recipes tab?
Or not a tab.
A belt. I'm not sure what you meant.
Wait, didn't you make a belt of hill giant strength?
That's one of my infusions.
I could be misremembering.
Arapel's been scribing scrolls during the downtime.
Yeah.
He's not a crafter.
Okay, then I'm lost.
If I pull this map of the giant area from the fire giants out, are there any places? Well, yeah. I was gonna say, are there any places of interest? But I don't think so.
What are you looking at?
We got a map from the fire giants before.
When we were outside.
Okay, so that's where it was. Yeah, that's what I thought. cool.
Oh, like up in
Yeah.
the snow? Or what do you mean
Yeah.
outside?
I don't.
Or can you tell me what session it was from?
No, I don't have that. I didn't start market it, so it must have been from a long, long time ago.
Alright, I'll just say it might be a basic map of the city.
Yeah, cool. That's kind of yeah. Great. Well,
I guess could I make the potion of like one of the potions of the strengths? I'm not sure what the requisite items we need to make for that though.
Which potion are you trying to make?
Either fire giant strength or cloud giant strength. I mean, obviously the cloud one is the best, but I might be more expensive.
Alright, you have the recipe for that?
It says that in the in our log.
Alright, so the... let's see, which ones did you have, you said? Cloud Giant and what?
Fire giant.
So it depends on the strength of the potion. I think Fire Giant strength is rare. Which unfortunately means that you do have to pay full price to craft it. It's not one of your like half priced, because it's not uncommon. What was the other one?
Cloud giant.
Cloud
which is
Giant?
legendary.
Yeah, so that one is like, yeah, to do that one, well, it's very rare, but yeah, it's also going to be like several weeks of crafting. How long does a rare potion take? I have to pull up my spreadsheet. Give me one moment. Alright, item crafting. So to craft a rare item, and I think this is adjusted because it's what do you call it? A consumable. So I think it halves it.
Okay.
The spreadsheet is not helpful for this. I'll just look in the thing. Downtime. Carousing. Crafting. Okay, so a rare potion takes 5 weeks. Oh, is it really 5 weeks?
Damn, for potion.
Yeah, that's right. Some of the unfortunately, like the gatekeeping on a lot of these items is just how ridiculously long it takes. So for now, yeah, it would be a little too long to do. I don't think you guys are gonna have 5 weeks to make this. You might have to wait till you're in a less stressful situation. The very rare one takes 12 weeks. The Cloud Giant one. Are there any uncommon items you'd want to make? Those would be pretty easy.
I don't have this attunement slots for you, so I need consumables.
Gotcha. Alright, so yeah, unfortunately I don't know if that's going to be much help to you.
you can always make an extra pair of goggles of the night.
I think we all have one, maybe.
Yeah, but
I don't know about our new friend.
he's an elf.
Do you have? Oh, right.
Yeah, he has dark vision.
Luckily.
Yeah, so I think like you could try to do some training if you wanted to, if anyone wants to teach you a language or a tool. Unless you get some sort of disguise, it would be really hard to do anything up in the city. So you're kind of limited on downtime right now.
How would I go about getting in disguise?
No, I've been spending my time making potions of necrotic resistance because I suspect they'll help in the future. If you want to help with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to help.
As for a disguise, you would have to have like alter self or access to a disguise kit, which I don't think you have the training for a disguise kit. So there probably isn't much you can do at this point. I mean, I guess you could try to do stuff on the surface, but you might end up getting like overwhelmed by a bunch of guards and giants if they attack you.
Yeah, and then probably Frocko is gonna jump me as soon as I clean everyone out. Yeah, I know his style. Alright. Necrotic potions it is. How can I help?
Alright, so you're going to have him work on necrotic potions as well. How long did those take you?
2.5 days.
And what level do you have to be to get half the time for that?
Let me...
Because I know Malin is multi-classed. I don't know if he is enough... he probably has enough artificer levels.
Yeah, I'm level 10.
I think it's level 10.
I mean, yeah, magical item adept. Yeah, I have that.
Okay, so yeah, it would be 2 days for you as well. So yeah, you just have to spend the... what's it called? The components...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you have to spend the arcane components, and then you could make the potions. Yeah, you couldn't spend gold because you'd need access to the city to use gold for this project.
Okay.
So you'd have to spend actual components. So go ahead, if you're going to start that project, go ahead and spend those. I'm guessing you're going to do the party treasury components, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, go ahead and start a project. Alright, so time will pass. So the first day passes. The three kings leave. You are not sure when it happens, but at some point you just see like the doors open and all their stuff is gone. Now, I think you guys were eating rations, because obviously you can't go up and buy food, so go ahead and minus rations for the first day. Pay your people as well. And I'll say it is the next day, the 24th.
Would Arapel completed his scroll on the 23rd?
Okay, so at the end of the day, or whenever the 8 hours is, you would complete the scroll. And she's using the magical inks to create that. Or he.
I had it on the extended effects as paid 500 gold worth, so I don't know what we figured out when we first put it on there.
Alright, that's fine. Just to make sure going forward, he would have to be using magical inks for that. Because, yeah, you couldn't get access to the city supplies because of the wanted level.
Do we have anybody in our camp that we need to pay?
I think just Boulder Bottom.
Cool.
Do you have a camp upkeep? I don't think I made one for this.
Yeah, I was just gonna add. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I have so many scrolls. Arapel's been doing nothing but scrolls whenever we have downtime.
Yeah, this log now has nothing to do with her downtime because that last day was the last time she could train with Diddy for smithing.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
she's just pacing around at this point.
Let me grab the camp sheet for you, since I don't have it in this game. The camp's pretty empty. I think all the group has right now is Boulder Bottom.
Yeah.
We have no friends.
Well, this game was made sort of way before the camp rules were a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, are there other things we should be looking into? Oh, sweet.
We're pretty stuck.
Give me one moment to adjust your camp.
Like literally, we have to eliminate one more family, and probably
Start doing that?
and then
But we have to wait for the deep frosts for that.
Yep.
Okay. But yeah, Arapel and Uflag, what do you think about? Do we do the heist
I could
or
really care less
our
about the heist
situation?
at this point,
Cool.
but
Great.
if you all really want to do it, I'm in.
Sounds good. At the end of yesterday, oh well, no, today. Cool. I'm gonna change my spells out because I have a spell that can prevent people from listening in on us.
Does Boulder Bottom have any
Oh.
crafting skills?
Does he what?
Does Boulder Bottom have any crafting skills?
I don't believe so. I think he mostly has like survival and like basically nature related skills, and he has a couple of spells as well. I believe Pass Without Trace is one of them.
Oh, so would you... I'm sorry, go ahead. Go,
No,
Chelsea.
I'm gonna distract us, so you go first.
All right, your camp sheet should be all set up. Sorry, go ahead, Mary.
Cool.
No, you're fine. I just Arapel spent most of his money trying to get those servants out safely, and like we don't really have inks, and we don't have access to the city to get inks, and so like if he's not gonna be scribing during the downtime, like Uslag, if you wanted to, I don't know, work on a language or something, I don't know if there's one that Arapel knows.
I started to learn Elvish. At one point, I only know some basic.
So
Arapel doesn't speak Elvish, but he could teach you Gnomish or Primordial or Undercommon. I don't know. It's whatever. It was just a thought.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on how long we're stuck down here.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
At some point, yeah, she'd be like, "Can you teach me some Gnomish swears?" Basically.
I love it.
Yeah.
See ya.
At the end of yesterday, I wanted to cast a spell at the end of the day.
Before you go to sleep, all right? What are you casting?
Yeah. But I'd be able to cast Fabricate on some of that black powder to make a chest of 5,000 GP value.
Let me read Fabricate. And what are you trying to make? A chest?
Yeah, an ornate chest that's worth 5,000 gold pieces.
You couldn't do ornate. You could probably make a blackstone chest. If you want to make it ornate, you would need gems, probably worth at least 2,500.
Well, let's pick our gem
We
list.
have gems, don't we?
You said you want to make it worth 5,000, right?
Yeah. So.
Do you have, I guess, blacksmithing or stone cut? Well, what is this, dark blackstone? So yeah, do you have stone cutting tools?
I have my all-purpose tool.
Oh, right, because you're okay. What's your passive stone cutting?
That would be. I have expertise in it.
Oh, okay, so it's would it be? Yeah, how much would it be with expertise?
Plus 10, plus 1.
So 26. Yeah, I'll say because of your ridiculous level of expertise, if you have 1,000 GP worth of gems, you can make a 5,000 GP chest.
Nice.
Now, are you making this for that spell?
Yes.
Does that have to? Can you link the spell? I just want to double check something.
Yeah. I got it.
I think you're.
How many of these fabricates do you have?
It's a 4th level spell. I think he has a couple at this level.
I'm gonna like scooch over next to him and give him like a big smile. Because I have an idea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, from Le Mans. Okay. So yeah, if you have a gem worth at least 1,000 gold or multiple gems worth 1,000, I'll say you can make this 5,000 chest. Now,
Thank you.
how much blackstone powder do you have?
600 pounds, I think.
All right, so I'll say that's probably going to cost you at least 100 pounds to make this of the powder.
Awesome.
Because, yeah, the chest is probably going to be about that heavy.
Great. Let me mark that.
Because you said you were making a large chest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm making the chest I need, the item I need for that spell. A 3 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot chest.
Okay, so it's a medium size. It's still probably going to weigh about 100 pounds because it's the stone is not light. So yeah, we'll say it's about 100 pounds of the material. Yeah. So you take the 100 pounds. You have 1,000 of gems.
Yeah.
Use the diamond blast if you would.
Huh? Yeah, that was the plan.
All right. So go ahead and spend those, and you would make yourself a 100-pound exquisite chest.
Woohoo!
Honestly, it's a good thing you did this before the heist, because if you after the bozos left, because they would have seen this and they probably would have wanted to heist us at this rate.
Oh, and yeah, make sure you all spent the food and that you paid Raldo for the evening.
I am getting.
Now,
I got food. Yeah.
Do you guys want to track your food separately, or do you want that to be like maybe like a quartermaster thing where he just minuses however many days? Like, how do we want to do
We
that?
have most of our rations in the party.
Yeah.
All right, so why don't we do that then? So go ahead, just minus the 6 days of food, Chomsky.
Well, and remember that 2 of us don't need food.
All right, 4 days. Yeah, maybe you want to put in the upkeep for the camp, like 4 days of food, just so you remember that each day. But anyway, it is the next day. You have your chest, and you said it looks like you need a tiny replica. So maybe that would be another 20 pounds of the blackstone material to make the little 20-pound replica. I'll say 10 pounds. 10-pound replica. And the 50 gold pieces. Or not 50 gold pieces, 50 components. So yeah, what do you want to do? It's the 24th. Keep passing time?
So, Chomsky. It's a neat trick with the Blackstone you got there. You know, it's really good stuff. But isn't Blackstone like supposed to be like really hard and impervious?
Oh, and that's a good point. Chomsky, give me a stoneworking check with either wisdom or intelligence.
Cool.
Now, question: well, I think I know the answer. You didn't have access to the recipe to make Blackstone, right? I think the Deep Frost had that information.
Yeah.
So you would think that these chests you made are not actual Blackstone. They are pretty hard, but they're not like indestructible hard like Blackstone is. Probably because you don't know how to make Blackstone, so you just kind of winged it.
Oh, Deep Frost has the actual recipe.
You assume, or at least they wanted the powder, so you could assume that. I mean, I guess you could ask your contact, but yeah, you wouldn't know for sure.
Sure. It's like why don't we just make armor out of this?
Oh, this is too heavy to be armor. This is more like you'd make a building out of, or like a wall.
We can't make armor out of this. Like,
I mean, it would be like wearing a brick wall as armor. I mean, I guess you could try, but I don't think it would be viable. It would be like a couple 100 pounds.
what's my carrying capacity? 'Cause
Stone armor.
What's my carrying capacity? Because it's supposed to be one.
I mean, if you did some research, you might be able to infuse it into your chest to improve your AC or something cool like that. But
Say less.
that's not something you could do right now.
Yeah.
All right, sorry, you guys were talking.
No, that was the idea I wanted to tell Chomsky. I was like, why can't we just make
That's
armor?
probably what Chomsky told you.
Yes.
All right, so
Otherwise, yeah.
some time is passing. At about, say, 10 a.m., you're in the lair, just kind of doing your various activities when you would see Dugdrin walk in. Kind of look around. He says, "Friends, I am well. Looks like you all are doing well."
Yeah, you could say that.
Says the mission was definitely a success. I wanted to thank you for your hard work. We have eliminated the dangerous nobility, and our people are working, are able to get access to more points within the nobility. What's it called? Like their networks now. So we're on our way towards the revolution. But
You guys are clever. That clever little thing that you guys did, forcing us to kill them. I jab him in the shoulder. That smart move.
says forcing you. What do you mean?
Well, you told Eli that there was an ambush outside, and it's okay. That was a solid trick. I give him a little wink.
Kind of looks curiously at Eli. He says, I'm not sure what you mean. Who told you there was an ambush? He kind of looks curiously at the party.
Eli said that he received. Wasn't it Eli who received intelligence?
Yeah, Glenn got a message that ended up being Eli, and Eli said he got it from the Frostmourne, whatever. Deep Frost. Sorry.
Eli would say, yeah, I got a message from one of the contacts who was setting this all up. He says, are you sure that was our people? He says, well, I'm pretty sure. I don't know who else it would have been.
Well,
Oh,
I mean,
interesting.
we went in to kill them, and the only reason we hesitated was because we were at a loss in the anti-magic, and then had to kind of go along with,
And we also had some suspicion that there was an actual chance that they might ally against the fire giants.
True. Which, because of the anti-magic field, I think we talked more than we might have otherwise, but
Says, I didn't realize you all were going in with the intent to actually do diplomacy. Is that
We
what I'm
weren't.
hearing?
No, that's what I'm saying, is we had made up our minds to make the hits. That's why we got as many innocents out as we could. It was the anti-magic field that was unexpected that caused us to delay, and then that led to talking while we...
So, you do know that, Arapel would know that Glenn was actually trying to set up some diplomatic solution. That probably would have been obvious.
I sort of started going in that direction, and we were
let me
like,
just say, I was there for the session where we walked in and there was an anti-magic field, and we were all kind of like,
Okay, so you probably missed the...
I missed the session after that. So perhaps it went a different way. But when we went in, like, most of us had a plan to pretty much jump them when we got in there. And then when we felt our magic powers being, like, suppressed, we were all kind of like, what do we do? And Glenn started, talking,
Yeah,
doing what he
so
does
That
best.
is
you,
yeah.
so being in the background, you would know that Glenn did actually try to set up a diplomatic solution.
Exactly, but I think that
But it
was
wasn't
because we
sufficient,
were stuck, like we kind of walked in and were not, like our plan was, Arapel was fine with diplomacy, but I don't think we went in with the intent of diplomacy. I think the diplomacy was like,
Yeah.
we were on the back foot because of the magic field. But then, yeah, there was, the talk seemed to be good, so we might have gone along with it if the ambush bluff hadn't happened.
So anyway, he would say, well, I don't think it would have been safe to have them as an ally. They were a little too close to the giants. Though now I'm curious who it was that told you about an ambush and messed with your plan to befriend them. That's curious.
Again, it wasn't a plan, but
It is curious.
Oh, it was definitely Glenn's plan. He was definitely gonna be friend-zo with
I
them.
understand that it started to go that way once we started talking to them. I'm just saying, like, and Arapel would have been all for it, but you have to remember that Arapel was like pulling teeth trying to keep this group from not murdering everybody before we went in. Like, that's why Arapel is broke now. He spent all his gold getting the people out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I did miss the session where Glenn did most of that talking, but we went in, like, ready to beat some people down, and so I'm pretty sure that the anti-magic field put us on the back foot, and yeah, so then we started talking, and then some things intrigued us, and then, let's see where it goes,
Yeah. Wait, what are we arguing about? I'm confused.
Well, okay, so I was actually, because I was outvoted in this, so that's why, but I was of the impression that we were going in ready to stab, and that the anti-magic field is what kind of put us on the back foot and made us reconsider, and the talks just kind of came from that. Whereas it sounded like you were saying that Glenn's plan all along was for diplomacy, so that's what I was confused about, yeah.
I don't know if Glenn's plan all along was diplomacy. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
why
he didn't
he
really like clue us in. That was his
Yeah, I'm not sure why he
thing with him.
changed plans, because like he could have, like, at one point he literally had led them out of that room and you were going towards the door. Like he could have jumped them in the hallway.
But I assumed that was okay, and I could be way off here, but based on our talks before being pretty much all gung-ho, and then us getting in there and being surprised by the anti-magic field, I assumed that was Glenn just taking what we had and running with it.
See,
And-
that's what I thought too, but like I said, once Glenn got them out of the room, like he was just gonna leave. He was like, all right, we got a new alliance. And at that point, someone messaged your new friend and told him that an ambush was waiting for you outside, and this that you had been set up. So yeah, so it seemed like Glenn was.
Yeah, that's the part I missed, because like
Yeah.
leaving the room happened in the session that I wasn't there, and when I came in, here we were right outside the room killing them. So
Yeah, so I think Glenn had changed plans, and then he changed them back because he thought he'd been betrayed. So anyway, that's that's pretty much what happened. So Dugrin, what was he saying? He says, yeah, I'm really curious as to who sent you that message. I didn't know anything about that.
Interesting.
whomever it benefits most.
Although it wouldn't
Can I
surprise
insight
me.
check
Oh, go ahead.
Look, can I insight check that?
Yeah, sure. Give me an active insight. Anyone can, if you want.
That's normal. Not with advantage.
You think he's telling the truth. You don't detect any subterfuge or dishonesty.
Interesting.
He says that is interesting. Something like that shouldn't have happened without going through me. Curious. It seems like he's thinking about something now, and he says, well, in any case, I had come because I was hoping I could once again enlist the help of Splitlanders for another one of our projects.
Please
He
tell me it's
says-
Froggy. I would love to jump Froggy, please.
He says, well, that's all in good time, my friend. That is going to be one of the steps. But with the nobility kind of on the back foot because of this attack, and the town guard and the city defenses searching for you all, their forces are split, and this is a good time to get some supplies and people through one of the gates, which will require an attack on it. I think it would be best handled by a group of specialists such as yourselves, assuming you're up to the task.
What do you mean, supplies and people?
He says, well, we have some weapons, components, and other magical supplies we want to bring in through the north gate of the city. It's the one that's least defended right now. So we just need someone to go in and take out the giants who are there. It's not too heavy of a force, so it should be an easy job for you and your group.
Okay. But what about the people? Are we, like, importing an army, or...?
He says, not an army per se, just some of our contacts. It's more the supplies than the people. The people are much easier to sneak in. The supplies require coming in through a larger entry. It says, once you are able to take out the defenses, you can leave that to us.
What sort of payments do we get for doing this? We're starting to run low on supplies and can use certain items. We can't venture into the city safely anymore.
Oh, what do you need?
I think things like ink, magical inks.
He says
I would love to have some high quality food. I'm getting tired of munching on these rations.
Our deep frost contacts can bring you some supplies. Magical inks, for sure. We can also get some components. I assume you have the gold to pay for them. This wouldn't be coming from us. This would be coming from our trade network. So you'd be paying the merchants, not us.
Well, what do we get for this? For doing this favor for you?
He says, well, as for the gate, if you are willing to take on these giants, say 500 gold pieces sound fair?
We'll look at the group.
You know, how about not necessarily I want payment. Can you provide us with someone who can like disguise us? Because it is quite cumbersome for us. You know, we do these missions and then we just have to sit in this hole, and we can't even go and travel around. So, obviously, you're not the biggest specialist, but if you can give us someone,
Or mean
at least for the time
guys
being.
ourselves.
Yeah, I can, I have some specialists I can contract to your group. They would join your camp and you'd have to pay them, but, yeah, I could find you the talent.
Alright, so I mean, we can start going out and about again.
Do you need, any other type of talent, laborers, anything, to help you with, managing your supplies?
Do you have a smith that could train Uslug?
He says, I can get you. He smiles. I can get you pretty much anything. I just need a few days, and I'd need a list of what you need.
Oh, well, let us put a list together.
I think this sounds good.
He says, and of course, the 500 gold pieces to clear the gate.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, in fact, if you're ready now, I can take you there. We need a few hours to set up some distractions, but once those are ready, yeah, we just need you to quickly rush the gate and take out the defenses.
Should there
Sounds
be
great.
unforeseen
Yeah.
surprises, or since we are badly wanted and hunted at this time, it is possible that there might be those just waiting for any commotion to respond in case it's us. So, we'll...
There are. That's why I said I needed a few hours to set things up.
Yeah.
But the distraction should give you enough time to take out the gate before multiple waves of reinforcements arrive.
And the manpower that we'll be up against is giants, you said?
Giants and some deep dwarves. At least that's what our intelligence says. The other issue that you might come up against, the gate might have some wizards there. Some of the dwarves might have magic, so be cautious.
That's
Glenn's our wizard holder.
Our anti-wizard.
and Eli. Yeah, that is problematic. I guess do you have someone who, like, once we're done, how can we bolt really fast? We usually have
So
operations we have a way out pretty quick.
once our people see the gate is taken out, they will start moving across. You should have enough time to wait and make sure they make it through. And once they do, that is the point at which you will bolt, as you say. But I don't think you'll have any reinforcements. Oh, one other thing I should mention. A popular tactic of the gate is to throw down a wall of force and just wait for reinforcements. Do you have a way of getting through a wall of force? Usually a disintegrate spell will do the job, or teleporting.
Yeah, we have none of that right now.
Mikey, I miss Mikey's disintegrate.
Says, well,
I can teleport us one at a time.
Well,
That leaves me on the other side.
if it happens, you will need to take out the one concentrating on the spell, or else it'll be impassable.
Oh, that we can do.
So, yeah.
They wouldn't be behind the wall of force.
Oh, they probably would be. Most likely they would put it up at the front of the gate and just try to wait you out. Because they would assume...
Let's teleport Malin over there, or me, and we'll take out the mage.
Alright, well it sounds like you have a way then. Excellent.
Cool.
We have a Malin and an Ooslog.
But wait, so my point though was like, once we have, like, you know, can we have like someone just, you know, teleport us, or...
Someone? You mean... What do you mean, someone?
Well, usually we have, like, you know, once we're done with our objective, we just...
Oh! He says, I can give you some... Well, once you finish up, I'll have one of the contacts in the group coming across take you... basically show you to a secret way to get back. That should keep you safe.
Okay, yeah, because I don't want to go... go Doom Buggy Fast and Furious again, trying to lose them through the city.
Says no, the that was more because we had the materials we needed to transport, but the whole city has underground tunnels, as it was once a major metropolis. So those sewer tunnels are still there, and our people know how to navigate them. So we'll have them bring you back to your base here. And he kind of looks around now. He says, out of curiosity, where are the three kings?
They went for a walk.
Give me a deception check.
I don't know.
I mean, is that deceitful?
They went on a lovely constitutional.
Damn it. Yeah, absolutely.
He says, huh.
I mean...
Well, in any case...
I give him a shrug. I give him a shrug. Like, I'm not trying. Like, you know, I obviously deception. But I'm like, I'm gonna give him a shrug.
I mean, he doesn't necessarily know exactly how you're lying, but he might... you know, he might think there's a little deception in what you said. But he says, are you ready to go? Or do you need some time to... Oh yeah, I mean, if you need time to prepare, just let me know when I can... When you want to start this up.
Here's like 5 minutes to make the list for what we need, and then we'll go.
He nods and just kind of leans up against the wall. He says, yeah. Let me know what you need for your camp, and if you need any supplies. I think someone mentioned they want better food, or wanted better food.
Alright, guys. Hey, team huddle in the other corner. Let's go. Let's go. Like, group hug, I gather us. Alright, what do we want?
So Chomsky, real quick, I'll say if you want to have actual, like, good food brought in for you to cook, that would add a 1 gold piece per day upkeep.
Well,
That's fine.
yeah.
Be worth it.
Oh, just like that kind of
Little
represents
chunky
you,
money.
you paying their network to get you those supplies.
Cool.
I could help pitch in for that.
Sounds good.
Okay,
On
so
one
just
hand-
add that to the camp upkeep.
I want to ask for that a copy of the Blackstone recipe.
Oh, hang
Is
on.
there a
What were
camp
you
book?
saying, Miri?
Yeah, okay, cool.
On one hand, eliminating additional giants can only aid us in our other goals. But on the other hand, I don't know that 500 gold is a big incentive for us if we don't have other reasons for doing this job. Do we wish to? Because this guy Frost, Deep Frost?
This,
He is, okay.
yeah, Dugdrin West.
we
Yes, he is a Deep Frost network.
Do we wish to further ingratiate ourselves with with this group, or are we looking to end our
I assume you're
partnership?
kind of talking about this off to the side where he is not.
Well, Malin said he pulled us over for a group huddle in the
Oh,
other room.
okay, gotcha. So you kind of got it.
I mean, I don't see a reason why we gotta. Like personally, for that big of a decision, I don't see why. I mean, we're
Yeah,
gonna get
especially if-
supplies, camp.
Yeah.
We're gonna be able to go back up into the surface again.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
Especially if
just
it doesn't seem
offering
like
some
they were
more
the ones
giants. Yeah, offering some more giants actually goes right along with what we've been trying to do all along, is like get rid of pockets of them. But so I don't have a problem with it. I just was. At some point, I wonder, when will they stop having jobs for us, or when will they be accommodating to us deciding we don't want to work for them anymore, or not do particular jobs for them,
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm fine with if we were ready to head out. As far as things that we want, like if we could get a nice chunk of inks, I guess we have to pay for them, so we have to have a chunk of gold to get a chunk of inks.
So,
But,
what I was kind of saying was that basically you could treat it as if you had access to the city. So for the projects, you can spend gold instead of inks or components.
Oh, I see.
You don't have to
Okay.
buy exact amounts.
And we'd be able to hire, like, tutors for people who want to do, like, learning during their downtimes? Or training?
So that you would have to add people to your camp. You'd have to let them know, like, what type of skills you're looking for. And then you'd have to pay them independently.
Uslug, would you like us to bring a blacksmith in?
No, I don't think it's worth it to bring in a new person just for that. Especially if we're trying to be.
It would basically just cost
Do we let
the 5 gold pieces a day. But yeah, you would have to, like, have them around, because they're not going to travel back to the Deep Frost network every day. That would be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I mean, she's learning smithing because it interests her, but there's no other real reason. So there's not much else she can do. So she would like to be able to, work on her weapons, but.
I mean, we definitely need the person to be able to do the sky skits, so we can be able to go and traverse the city again. That is.
I think that's the priority. Yeah, and the fact that the network is giving us access to other things that we can, now buy more normally, that's great. And then disguises to access the city. Although having someone around that we have to, that we're paying to disguise us is not as convenient as maybe somehow. I don't know if there's be some way for us to acquire the means of disguising ourselves. But either way, yeah, I think that might be a priority here.
And I definitely want to request a copy of the Blackstone recipe. As for what else, I mean, yeah, otherwise I don't have anything else to put on the list. For you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that we're in a position to, like, shop for magic items or anything, so, like, yeah, I'm not sure that I have anything to add. The others might, like, I mean, I'm assuming you would allow us to, like, kind of retcon if the others in the party that aren't here tonight would have wanted to add something to the list.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
Yeah, okay.
What
There might be
was the
something we're
point of
totally-
the chest? Are Are we like, were we actually trying to sell it off for stocks, or we were trying to do something else with it?
What, the chest that I made?
Yeah.
We're gonna store all our stuff in it.
Okay. So that wasn't like you were trying to like invest and you know, times 5 our money. No, that's fine. I was just asking. Okay, I mean, if we're good, then
Sorry,
we're good.
my bad. But yeah, let me this magic that I have. Because last session he talked about how great it'd be to have somewhere to store all our stuff in a portable hole. So now we have something.
So if you ask Dugdrin for the recipe for Blackstone, he will say that's not really something we are willing to part with. Sorry, not my choice. My network's choice to keep that information close to the chest.
We stole like all the sand for this, though.
Says, and we are greatly appreciative of that. I think,
Okay.
didn't they pay you for that as well?
They did. How about the payment for the entire revolution is we get the rest of it?
Give me a persuasion check.
I mean, make a copy of it.
Well, I think, yeah, that is the copy that I'm asking for.
Too bad Glenn isn't here for this.
Did we get paid for the caravan raid?
I thought either they traded you something or an agreement was struck.
I mean, I think, well,
I think we got paid.
Oh, I think, yeah, I think your payment was a bunch of the powder. Like, they gave you a big cut of it. Or at least that was part of what you got. I don't remember the exact...
They let us keep the stuff that we took.
That too,
I remember they didn't make us give back what we took, but like I didn't remember them actually offering any payment before or after. But I could be misremembering.
No, that is, yeah, you're remembering right.
He says, I'll tell you what, I'll bring it up to my superiors, but I can't guarantee it. I'll get back to you. Maybe a deal can be struck.
Okay.
Didn't Malin like inhale a bunch of the powder?
Yes.
Yes,
He did snort the Blackstone powder.
He's got stone-lined
Which
nostrils.
apparently is not the right way to infuse yourself with it.
Yeah, we learned. You know, we checked that off the list. All right. I mean, yeah. If we're good then. We can
Okay.
assault the gate then.
All right. So he will take you there now. Last chance for anyone to do anything as you travel north. Going through the tunnels. I guess technically you're underground, so you wouldn't see any of this. He brings you to the northmost gate of the city. He says, fun fact, this gate actually connects to the old pathway that leads to the current, what's it called? That leads... is it Garoth? It's the current Dwarven Empire. I always forget the name.
I thought it was Garoth.
Tharian is the 12th cycle. I always forget the name of the new one. Let me see if I have it in my notes. I'm not sure. But yeah, this the path here is it actually leads into the heart of the mountain, which is where the current Dwarven Empire is. He is going to bring out a scrying device and show you what the area looks like. He says, luckily, even though they have wizards, the gates aren't the best at keeping scrying magic out.
Is there any way to approach that isn't in the open?
He says, unfortunately not. You're probably just going to have to make an assault. So you would see kind of the front area of the gate, two large giants, and it looks like several dwarves patrolling up above.
Can we confirm if there's greater numbers on the other side of the gate?
Yeah, moving the scrying device through a small crack in the wall. He's able to get to the other side, and it looks like there's another giant over there. He says there might be some giant reinforcements in the immediate area on the other side of the gate. We don't know for sure. But the majority of the giants in the city, in the area, should be distracted when you start this.
Right.
So it only seems like there are a couple of giants as well as some dwarves to be dealt with. Shouldn't be too hard.
Is there only just this one wizard up here, or?
You only see one guy up there, but there could be others inside.
Let us assume that we should expect up to half a dozen, people within the wall.
He says, I don't want to get the scrying device too close to the wizard. I'm not sure what sort of defenses he has set up. So the interior of the gate is going to be a mystery for now. But there should be a lever inside to open and close the gate, or to unlock it. So once you kill them, just unlock the gate, and our people should show up shortly after.
May I recommend perhaps that some of our frontline assault directly go for the giants on the ground, and perhaps a couple other members utilize Chomsky and someone else utilize the vortex warp to get up close to the wizards quickly.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
I think, Malin or Uslag to the mage. Yeah.
Irapel can try and tank the giants for a bit while you guys take out the little guys.
Cool. And
Do you want me to take the giants? Because I have the fire resistance.
If you prefer. What's your?
And then we have to unlock that. Oh wait.
What's your AC?
When I'm gonna be all said and done, 28.
Excellent. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you feel like that's the better route, then you can. I only said I'll take the giants because Uslag recommended you and her going after the wizard. But I'm happy to go with Uslag or, well, I guess it's Chomsky and one other. So.
Well,
Chomsky,
Howie.
Chomsky does okay in
myself.
Combat in melee too.
We have to get that gate open for Chomsky to.
Yeah, I got no teleportation myself.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking of Dimension Door, like that you were going to take someone with you. I gotcha. Yeah, you're right. Vertex Warp is a whole different thing. Okay, but still, yeah. I think that would work.
Okay, so you want me just to go up and just big distraction in the front, and while everyone's looking at me, you vortex warp right next to the that bozo?
What's the range on the Vortex Warp?
90 feet.
So it's possible that we will all be visible. They might see us all approaching, but at whatever point we pick up our pace and really start running at them to get you in as fast as we can once they've seen you, Malin, then at that point Chomsky can position some others using the warp.
Sure.
I just need to do 2 quick prep things and we're good to go. You just give me the signal.
So, just give me. Or go ahead.
Roldo and any other NPC to make up for us being short today, or?
Yeah, I assume you're bringing Roldo with you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We need him to snipe.
If you would like to.
Well, yeah. I didn't know if there was a number 6 that we had an option with another.
No, unfortunately not in this group. Although that can be one thing you request from the Dugdran Empire as some sort of mercenary.
Yeah.
Just to fill out your ranks.
Can Dugdran join us?
Says no. I mean, it's been a while since I've done field work. I'm just here as a diplomatic capacity.
All right, Carl, you're our sixth. Let's do this.
Carl gives you an approving nod, taps his feet.
Does a little tap dance with his hooves.
Yeah. All right, so it's going to be a few hours to get things set up, but yeah, once they do, I assume you're just rushing and trying to get in ASAP, right?
I need to transform and lightning myself first, and then yes.
So you would have to do that once you enter the area, because if you did it a distance, like basically they would just get to roll just for game purposes. Like yeah, they would get to roll initiative if you were farther back doing it because they'd see you coming.
Oh, let's try to get to somewhere around 100 to 120 feet away, and then we'll basically enter turn-based mode, prep, and run in.
I guess we could start. If you want to start where they'd actually see you, yeah, you would be off the map a little, and you could try to start doing spells back there, but then they could be throwing rocks at you from farther away.
In front of them, but I can at least transform before I...
Yeah, that lasts an hour, so that makes more sense. You could transform back here somewhere.
And then the wait, let me check the Crimson Rite. How long is Crimson Rite? It lasts until you finish a short long rest. So that also, the Crimson Rite also lasts until a short or long rest.
So like you can do that before we're walking up there.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like the haste, no, like haste is when I get closer. Like I'm not gonna prep the haste. Obviously, I'll do that right in front of them or close-ish to them.
Did we determine who's? I know, Malin, you said you want to go for the giants.
Yeah, we're going through Slav.
Uslag and Arapel, and Chomsky can't teleport himself, so presumably he'll come in behind you, Malin. So does that mean both Uslag and Arapel are going up top, or just one?
Oh, and I was gonna say, let's do a 10-minute break. You guys can keep doing strategy, but yeah, I was gonna grab a drink.
And I guess Waldo will be backing up the people on the ground as well, but he'll be able to fire up or down, presumably.
Yeah. We
yeah.
need to take care of the wizards. Once we take care of the wizards, that's the number one priority.
I'm
for
thinking,
you guys.
if I roll initiative ahead of Chomsky, then I will put up Crusader's Mantle, and then Chomsky, when you throw me in there and you throw Uslag in there with me, that will heighten both of our attacks.
Cool.
If I don't have it up, if you go before me, then that's fine too. But yeah, I think it is valuable to get up there because first off, the mages, but also we don't know what other little guys might be up there. So if we pop in fast and surprise everyone, we might have a chance to take out whatever else is up there that we don't know about.
Yo. Cool.
Or toss them down to you for Malin to go.
Go ham.
Well, no, I'm gonna try to distract the giants. Like I'm gonna be like basically trying to aggro all of them. I'm like
Crowd control.
yeah, basically. Like I'm not gonna use unless I like get a nat 20. I'm not smiting or anything. I'm just burning shield slots.
And you use like a transformed weapon when you're in or.
It's like gauntlets. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. The thunder
I was just wondering whether or not I can put chromatic confusion on your weapon.
Well, no, I think I have. I've done that before.
Have I? Okay, cool. Yeah. Honestly, I usually go for Uslag if I have a choice, but there's a lot of fights where just based on the initiative and where people are by the time my turn comes around, because Arapel doesn't have a great initiative. So honestly, sometimes I just put the chromatic confusion on whoever I can reach in my first turn.
I think it is better though to put it on Uslag because like she needs to do the DPS to take out the wizard as fast as possible. I'm just trying to be absorbing hits, and that's it. So
if I can
trying to,
I'll put it on her. Her Sword of Cold. Otherwise, I'll put it on my sensor, or if I can reach you and not Uslag, I might put it on you. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that sounds like a plan. That sounds like a plan. Could go. Oh wait, I forgot I can fly. Never mind.
Oh, well, maybe you should go up.
Wall of Force? Oh, how big is the? Oh yeah.
That's a good point. I forgot I have wind boots. I just forgot. I forgot. I was like, I was about to say, yeah, I could take out these bad boys for a spin. So wait a minute, I can take these bad boys out for a spin. I can fly now because of my winged boots.
Oh, and honestly, even though you were saying that you have the resistance to fire, but I actually I have an ability that I almost always forget to use that allows me to uh resist elemental damage 5 times per long rest. So I just need to remember to use it. I've had it for so long, and we weren't really encountering elemental damage. Like, I was encountering necrotic or bludgeoning or
Right.
slashing or piercing or what have you. But now with the fire giants, I wonder if there's more chances I could have been using that I haven't been paying attention to. But yeah, so I have to remember to use my reactive resistance more. So that could help if they do some fire damage. So I'm happy to stay down there with
I
the.
also have fire resistant armor.
Okay, so
I have
we're all
fire
pretty
resistant
resistant
armor
then.
as well. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So then I'll just say let me stick to the downstairs or like taking care of the giants because at least I can aggro them. Like if you hit them, they can just turn around and But here
Okay.
I can specifically aggro them.
Yeah. No, the only reason I thought maybe we would change it is when you said you have the flying boots that you might want to go up. But yeah, I think our plan is fine either way.
Options.
We have
Yeah.
options.
And
Yes,
the best
it's good to
part
have
about
options.
Lou and his games is no matter how much we plan, how careful we are, everything goes chaotic within
Is
the
that
first.
specific to lose games?
I think it's just D&D in general.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm looking forward
Like when
to
we
this.
make
This will be fun.
plans and then we walk into an anti-magic field.
Say what?
I would just drop.
like
and,
like when
flying.
we make a bunch of plans and then walk into an anti-magic field.
I just
Yeah.
just drop
It's
completely.
like,
I'm
oh
like,
shit. My strength is
is-
13 now? What?
like that was not part of the plan. Help!
What we should have done is we should have investigated that anti-magic field after that fight. Like, was that
And
an item?
have
Or
time. We didn't have
something?
time. We were booking it.
Well, we searched 3 bedrooms. So we did technically have time. We just didn't go back to that room. Did we? Or maybe we did. I don't know.
It was really close. Like we had time just to do that hallway. Like I mean, to be honest, I took a little too much time going for a snack in the kitchen. Then decided I was gonna delay the snack. So that we lost some time to that.
All right. We have 4 things going.
All right, I am back.
I'm still here.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm not sure if any of us left or not. We were chatting for a bit.
I'm here. Carly.
Well,
Yes,
I'll
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
about like 3 minutes, 2
Oh,
minutes.
okay.
It's just having a drink. Non-alcoholic, of course.
I was gonna say alcohol. I was like, oh boy, here we go. These guys, they're shenanigans yet again.
It's gonna be that kind of D&D game. No, I learned a long time ago it is a very bad idea to drink and DM. Not since college. Although, usually, like, we'd all just get goofy and, like, fall asleep at the table. Or I'd give out a bunch of magical items.
Somebody Spike Lou's drink.
Yeah, right?
Everyone gets a wish list item. Yay!
And 50 or above on the D100 roll is legendary.
Yep. You get a Holy Slayer, and you get a Holy Slayer. Everybody gets a Holy Slayer.
I don't even know what that is.
It's
sounds
the paladin.
impressive.
As the paladin of the group, you should know what that is.
Okay, but you know that I'm like, I know way more about clerics and druids.
I think it's called a Holy Avenger.
It's a sword, right?
It's the paladin sword.
The paladin sword. I had a bunch of swords on his wish list, but honestly, like, his sensor is really good. So, like, I changed it out for, like, other gear that, you know, instead of more weapons.
Yeah, I would, if you could, you'd want to have a Holy Avenger.
Yeah. Well, when I first built him, he had like tons of different weapons in him because like he has the little compartment, and I just thought it was funny to see this little like gnome-sized dude like keep pulling out all these weapons.
Yeah. Extra 2d10 per head. Banshot saving throws is really nice. This is obviously, you know, legendary, but damn, that's pretty nice.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, basically everyone gets magic resist in your aura.
Oh yeah, Holy Avenger Longsword. I do have it on my, not on my wish list with you, but on my I built him in D&D Beyond, and I have like a little like container in my inventory there with a wish list, and I do have the Holy Avenger Longsword and the Sword of Zariel on there.
Yeah. But alright, so
But honestly, if you offered me a legendary right now, I might pick the Belt of Storm Giant Strength before the Holy Avenger Longsword.
No, I'm literally at this, yeah, that
why? This gives your whole party magic resist. That's insane.
Oh, okay. Maybe I don't know. I haven't read.
I
through it in a
mean,
while.
it's nice to have a lot of strength, but like literally, like Malin would never be banished or anything, or at least much less likely.
Yeah,
that's true. That's a good point. Yeah.
That's just in the old editions. It gave you spell resist, which it was like something would have to roll over an 85 on a D100 to have a spell be able to affect you, and then you get a saving throw.
Well, in fairness, we're like our party like usually separates out during fights. It's not like we have two like literally people right shoulder to shoulder front line. I mean, like last combat, even when it cramped space, we got spread out. So like, you know, that sword, for example, would have to like that person would have to stay next to me the entire time because I'm just gonna be booking and running around the place. And, like,
Well, not necessarily you, but just anyone. Like someone could drop a
Right.
fireball on the group, and everyone near the paladin just has advantage on their saves. It's I don't know, and the 2d10 extra radiant, like,
I mean, yeah, that is also.
and +3 to attack. It's just all good. I mean, the belt of giant strength is really good. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
like this
Well,
is yeah.
Honestly, so like, I like. I know what I think it's advantage against spells or something. Like, my one character that has that, like, I swear she never has to roll a flippin' save. Like, she hardly ever has gotten to use. Like you know, I thought it was a really OP resistant, or not resistance, but you know, well, it's called magic resistance, but I don't know. Like, I don't know that it actually comes up all that much. It's situational. There's some fights where it's probably going to be hugely powerful. I just don't feel like I've hardly ever used it.
Spells are the major attacks other than attack rolls. Like, everything that hits you is usually a spell or a saving throw. So.
Right. I just feel like, yeah. Anyway, I don't feel like I've used it much. So.
What level are you?
12. It's
What?
Nasira. It's Nasira that has magic resistance.
Nasira's been hit by a good amount of spells.
Well, it's saving throw, so
Oh, all right. In any case, are you ready to begin?
Yes.
All right. So several hours would pass when the go-ahead is given. Say it's around 2 p.m. when the group is moving into position to attack. Alright, so you are just rushing at them, right?
I think we're trying to basically creep up to where we think we're probably about as close as we can get without being seen. And then we might
So that
do a couple prep things and maybe, did you say distraction? Do we have a distraction planned?
Well, I was gonna say, like, I'm gonna go up front. Like, my own
So-
business, I need cast it, but I can do that during combat.
basically the edge of the map is pretty much like where you would come in. If you want to prep stuff before the battle, it's going to be about 4 rounds go by before you enter the map. So you can prep stuff, but you'll only have 6 rounds left on it when you start the battle. If you want to go that route. Or you just wait till initiative to do it. Because you're basically kind of coming down the tunnel, and if you cast in the tunnel, they'll just start throwing shit at you.
How well is this lit?
The tunnel is basically all lit up. They have light sources in it.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
and they can see more than 100 feet.
Yeah, with the tunnel lit, they can basically see down the whole thing. Alright, so do you want to try to do anything beforehand and, like, take those 4 rounds to approach, or do you want to just wait till the battle starts?
Well, I think Melon was going to do his...
Yeah, I'm transforming in Crimson Ray.
Oh, I more meant, like, any 1-minute effects.
Oh, no.
Okay. Yeah, no, the transforming and the rights are fine. Okay. So... go.
And away we go.
And are you just going to tear in there, or are you going to kind of saunter down for a little while so they're like, who's coming in? I wonder what he wants, so you can get closer before you actually charge?
I mean, I want them to, I guess, get a little close to me. Like, because I want them to leave the gate. Well, they might not leave the gate, but, like, I would like to try at least to induce them to get close.
Yeah.
If they're not, then...
Well, I only was thinking that, like, if a single figure starts just walking and isn't running or charging or brandishing a weapon, like, they might let you get a little closer, before you decide to charge or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know. I thought it might buy you some strategy, but I think it would work either way.
So do you want to walk towards the gate, or are you going to rush it? I think Dugdrin said, like, he was expecting that you guys were just going to rush up at them. You're not sure how they'd react if you walked towards them. He didn't really...
What did he tell us about the distractions? Are we supposed to wait till some commotion happens?
No, at this point, it's already underway, so you should be good to go. At this point, you want to get it done basically ASAP.
It's your call then, Malin. We'll be right behind you.
I'm going to let out a howl, and I'm charging.
Okay.
All right. Doing it live.
Oh, don't forget, guys, Arapel's not fast, but I guess that's what the Vortex Warp is for.
Yeah.
He's like, clink, 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 while Malin's like, whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Chomsky is gonna click his boots of speed together.
All right, so you are rushing down this hall towards them. Malin letting out his roar of speed.
His roar of speed.
Or whatever his
Yeah.
his thing. Go ahead and give me initiative rolls.
Ooh, that never happens. Wow.
Very nice.
Eripa's usually pretty lousy with the initiative.
Give me one moment to set something up.
Look at you go, Ooslog.
Yeah, except I'm waiting for.
The funny thing is this. I was like, "Yay! I'm going before Ooslog. I can put the confusion on her weapon before she runs off."
Yeah.
Everyone's cooking right now.
Well, you're going right after me,
Ew,
so.
look at Chomsky.
And I can't.
Oh,
I'm
that's
just waiting
fine.
for Chomsky. Oh, yeah. I was gonna say that.
That would be cool if we all went.
I mean,
before.
honestly, that's the one that sucks about my build. Like, I should go first because like I'm the one who's gonna like I need to aggro them first, and
Well, I do think it's kind of interesting how it works sometimes with these rules because we are triggering the initiative by you running forward.
yeah.
So, like, it seems like you should go first, but I don't know.
I mean, that's how it is. That's we all start at the same time. So I mean, I guess you could use the nat 20s to get a turn into.
Maybe we'll have surprise on some of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
It's supposed to all be happening simultaneously. It's just the
Well, right.
initiative
No, I
kind of.
understand that part.
Yeah.
It's just that, like, if the thing that triggers the things to start happening is someone throwing a stone or a fireball or screaming and howling and running in, then I feel like that person has done that thing then in order for the combat to be initiated.
Alright, so I think I have everyone. The first act.
Oh, Roldo. Who's playing Roldo?
Yeah.
You want to drag him out?
Yeah.
Give him a nat 22. TOO, not T. I mean, 22 is fine too, but.
Alright, so Raldo has been placed. Go ahead and do an initiative.
Nice.
Alright, so the first act is in fact going to be Raldo. So yeah, you guys come charging down. The giants at the gate see you coming and are a bit confused, but then they realize who you are, and there is a yell as they prepare. But Raldo, you get to act first.
Okay. What is 150? I think I am in range of this dude up here.
Nice.
So I'm gonna use my multi-attack.
Alright, so you take aim, firing at who?
Wizard on top.
So he would have moderate cover. So his AC right now to you is 19 with the +3.
Then I'm going to use an Archer's Eye, one of my 3 Archer's Eye on that one.
Nice.
All right. So you Archer's Eye the attack. Go ahead and give a D10 roll.
Nice.
All right. So that would put you up to 26, which would indeed strike him. So he takes 11 piercing from the arrow shot, and is definitely looking towards you with malice. All right, and the other one bounces off the guardrail there that he's kind of behind, the stone guard thing. Anything else for Aldo?
That is Raldo's turn.
All right, Ooslog. Why does my music keep turning off?
Well, I mean, I guess while I'm waiting for Chomsky to get me up to that mage, I can attempt to do something. How far do I need to be to you? Close do I need to be to you, Chomsky, to?
90 feet.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, to you? Oh, okay. Okay. Great. So I can just do whatever I want then. Yeah?
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want.
Okay, so movement 40 or 45? 40. I guess I can attempt to throw my javelin at the mage, but it's probably, it's at disadvantage, so. Yeah, reckless doesn't really count for ranged, so I don't think.
You would just be at disadvantage.
Yeah.
So you could reckless and although I don't
Yeah,
think
just
you
trying
can
to-
reckless a ranged attack.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
That's what I was just,
gotcha.
saying. I am having a hard time today. Sorry, guys. I'm going to throw my javelin at the mage.
And they're so far out. Yeah.
All right, you hurl the
creature.
javelin up at the mage, but no, 15 would not be enough. Just kind of hit the wall.
And I would be raging also at this point. Just heads up.
Okay, not raging yet.
Well, I tried.
13. No, that would also bounce off the large stone gate.
It will and return to my hand, which is great. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Chomsky, get me there. I would switch. Can I? No, I don't want to drop it.
This guy
Right,
is
my-
going to yell something in Dwarven as you're throwing stuff at the gate.
I understand Dwarven. I think several of us do.
He yells, "Activate the defenses!"
Oh no. Slog, you can drop it. I'll grab it if you need to.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to drop it because I'm gonna need it later. I think when I'm up there. So,
Yeah.
otherwise, I would take you up on that offer. All right.
All right, so that's it for Uslog. Arapel.
Arapel's going to run up behind Uslog. And touch her Greatsword of Cold. That's your favorite weapon, right?
Yeah.
And put Chromatic Confusion on that. We're gonna do Acid. And there's that. Okay. And then I'm going to cast Crusader's Mantle as my action.
All right. A large aura engulfs you.
And there's that, and then it's my turn.
All right, so you see.
I guess since I didn't pick up the javelin, I will take out my sensor.
So you would see, kind of near the top of the gate, a symbol start to begin crackling with electric energy. Like several metal rings are spinning around like this large metal sphere, and like lightning is crackling from it. And you would hear a bunch of movement inside. And at this point, a guy is going to kind of come out over here. Down south, sticking his kind of looking out the other opening there. He is going to start a blasting. So he is going to fire at Uslog because she is the most out in the open. Doing Mind Blast. 3 attacks. 20.
Hits.
Alright, so the first shot strikes you doing 7 psychic.
And you're not raging yet, right?
I did rage. Yeah.
Oh, you did?
but
Okay,
it's
good,
magic,
good.
so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's psychic energy. Like, that's really gonna get past any barbarian thing. 15.
Misses.
Alright, so that one flies past. And a third bolt. Yep, blasts you for another 6 psychic. And that is it for him. The layer goes. So you would see an arc of lightning fire off of the sphere out towards the group. I need dex saves from everyone.
Oh, I didn't haste yet. Damn. Well, at least I don't. That's... DC. Do we know the DC or?
DC is 18.
Oh, well.
So, yeah, I had advantage because barbarian.
Yeah, that's fine. So if you made it, you take 20. Otherwise, you take 41 lightning as it arcs to all of you.
I'm gonna use my reaction with this thing.
I'd like to try burn a spotlight. Yeah, I'll absorb element. So I'll burn it. Actually, no. I'll take it. Screw it. I'll take it.
All right, so you take the. Well, you made your save, so you just take the 20 lightning. Yeah, so either the 20 or the 40. 41, I should say. I think you all made it. Or Arapel resisted it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you all took the 20. All right. So yeah, the lightning crackles and the layer begins to recharge itself. From the opening in the side of the gate, a guy comes running out. Kind of moving over to the side of the gate here. Looks like one of those hammerers. Though I don't think... Yeah, he has his harpoon gun. So he is gonna fire his harpoon gun at Uslag. Oh, but he rolls horrible. And misses. Okay. Let me check something. Alright. The Mine Master on the other side, the one that you were shooting at, is also going to Mind Blast at Uslag. Firing down upon you. Alright, I think...
First two actually miss.
Yeah.
So, depending on... Yeah.
Yeah, the 26 is the one that hits, but only does 4 psychic. That's it for him. Gnome. Or Professor Chomsky, as his degree dictates.
I should have held my action.
Better known as the Stoic Silent Chomsky, because he's probably still muted.
Yes, I am. So I'm running up to here. When I get to this point, I'm going to use my spell storing item to Vortex Warp Uslag up next to that guy there.
Alright, so something strange happens. Your thing fails.
Okay. Does it expend a use?
It doesn't, because basically you know it's being blocked. They must have some kind of dimensional anchor near the gate.
Cool.
Okay, so that's our only way to get past the wall of force.
Wait. So are they like hiding behind the wall of force, or are they?
Oh, there's no wall of force, just something is blocking the teleport. You would guess it's the area might just be warded against teleportation. It would make sense being a gate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Plans then.
I thought there was a... Oh, they did
Can you
not.
get her close instead of on the wall? I don't know.
So you already used the action, but you could try to teleport her someplace different next turn.
Cool.
But yeah, at least up on the gate did not work, and you're not sure how much area is warded at this point.
The rest of my movement to get up to there.
That's on the wall, so you'd want to be here, unless you're climbing up the wall.
Nope, cannot do that yet.
Gnome just runs up the wall. He goes Matrix style.
He's a monk now.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then bonus action, I'll command Carl to dash forward.
Alright, so for Carl's turn, he is rushing up.
And Uslag, I am sorry, I don't know what. Well, I know that they have some sort of magical ward.
Stupid magic.
Stupid magic. Alright, so Carl rushes up, ending his turn. The fire giant of pure evil is going to pull out his searing scepter.
Scepter.
He is going to fire some bolts at poor Carl.
Oh, really?
But he's so cute.
Carl didn't do anything yet.
That guy really is evil, huh?
It's like, yeah, exactly. He's evil.
Little animal ran up on you.
He is. Yeah, he's like, fuck that animal. Carl just gets machine gunned.
That's okay. It just strengthens the fact that Arapel isn't breaking his oath here. We're gonna kill you all.
Alright, so Carl is blasted for 19 fire damage. Must make a... Or wait, Carl's immune to fear, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Second attack. He actually is going to fire his second attack at... seeing that Carl is not feared, he's going to fire over at Uslag. 17, I believe, just misses.
Yep.
Alright, so it flies past you, scorching your shoulder a little. The Dreadnought is going to laugh, kind of step forward up to Carl. And he is going to yell, "Fools, I'll crush you all!" as he does his dual fire shield attack on Carl. He says, "The construct goes first."
The construct. Oh, okay.
That's going to hit.
There's like 3 constructs in the party, so we're all kind of like,
so-
what is he? Oh, okay.
Carl is just smashed in the face
No.
for a whole lot of damage. Is he still up?
Yes.
38.
Alright, it says plus there, so I'm gonna... What is that plus for?
Yeah, I was just curious about that too.
Fire Giant, let's see, what do you do? No, it just says plus in the description. That's weird. Let me check the compendium.
Early.
Alright, what do you got to say for yourself, Fire Giant Dreadnought? It says the same thing in the description, just plus. Alright, let me check the other entry.
Oh, is yours?
Plus 2d6 extra. Let's see, 4d6 bludgeoning, 2d6. Oh, so there it's missing another 2d6 damage.
That's okay. It doesn't need that.
Quiet, you.
You're attacking an alpaca.
Should be another 2d6 piercing damage. So, why didn't they just add that? That's weird.
Well, maybe they
When we
intended
return.
to, or it broke or something, because the fact that the little plus is there looks...
Yeah, there's 2 entries you can put damage into, so maybe they just got lazy. And here, I'm just going to click the damage again. Plus 8 more piercing, so an extra 8.
Oh, it worked that time.
Yeah, because I fixed it.
Oh, gotcha, okay.
And then he's going to swing a second shield at him.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that's probably going to hit.
Damn.
I think Carl's dead.
So Carl just explodes as the shield hits him. And the fire giant goes, ha ha ha, as poor Carl is smashed into pieces. So he goes flying back. Whee! Alright, that's it for, yeah. Whee! That is it for the fire giant dreadnought. Carl took a round of attacks. He will be
Wow.
remembered. Malin, what are you gonna do?
And did his bits get, like, thrown back 30 feet?
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. He just goes flying.
Alright, let's see if the counter works. Obviously, first off, we're hasting.
Alright.
To activate the counter is my question because I know last time we were trying to.
Did it ask for a number of rounds to be set?
Oh, there you go. Direction.
-1 is the direction. That makes it count down.
Okay, I think it's good now.
Okay.
So I did that. All right, I'm gonna. All right, so now that I'm pasted, I'm gonna take off running. I'll say, all right, I'll take care of the wizards.
Toot,
So I'm
toot,
gonna
toot,
go
toot,
here.
toot. All right.
Speed.
Rawr, you go
As
rushing
I'm
up.
running on them. I'm gonna go and start flying.
You're gonna
And,
what?
So we're gonna start flying.
All right, you begin flying.
So okay, does the haste affect the? Does double the movement of my boots or no?
Well, the flight speed just lets you, I think, do your normal speed as flying, right?
This is a copy.
Yeah, equal to your walking speed. So,
Okay, so I have another 60.
well, no, you don't get extra movement. You can just use your speed as flying or walking. Like that's basically what that means. So like if you have a swim speed and a move speed, you could like run up to the water, jump in, and you'd swim instead of being at half speed.
Okay, so I was gonna take the dash action.
All right. Well, you did the haste as your action, right? So you're gonna dash
Did you
as
get another
your
action?
hasted action. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Ah, okay. So you do another 60 feet.
Is there any way for me to land here without taking oppies or?
So you would have to do like an overrun or a tumble to get into the gate up there, because basically that guy would be blocking the way.
I can't like sneak in through like this part or.
Yeah, so you'd have to come in up here. You could fly over this guy, but then he get an oppie on. Well,
I mean, actually, to be honest, I'm willing for him to take an oppie. I'm willing to take oppies.
all right. So yeah, this guy. Well, this guy would get an oppie. The guy to the north wouldn't.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take the oppie.
All right. So where are you flying to?
I'm gonna land here. Here.
All right. So yeah, this guy will swing at you as you go by. So he spends his reaction. Rawr.
Oh my god, bro.
Well.
That's gonna hit me, obviously. So.
All right. So you are hit.
Silvery Burbs.
Who's silvery barbsing?
Glenn is.
Glennis.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
So you are struck for. It has no effect. For.
Too far away.
Yeah, it's too
Tell me
far away.
what we got.
57.
34,
Except the fire's half.
40. Oh yeah, if you're having
So
fire,
52.
Yes.
so another 44 and 8 is 52, and another 2d6,
That hurts. a lot.
59.
Oh, what's
With the half fire.
Because it didn't double the dice in the plus 8 piercing damage, so I just rolled another 2d6.
And it's magical, right? I assume the
Yeah, the shield is magical. So yeah,
flowing up north.
you can. Yeah, so the fire is halved. Wait, the fire's halved. Let me double check that. 34, 15 half to 7, so that's 41 plus 8 is 49, 56. 56.
Ouch. That did hurt a lot. Okay. Alright, con save time.
Oh, yeah. Mind sharpener, I assume?
Does a 10 fail?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You need like a 30-something or
Oh,
26.
okay, I
What?
didn't realize. I didn't
Or
realize.
28.
Yeah, you need a 28 to make this concentration check. It's half the damage.
Why is it so high?
Because you took 50, what was it, 58?
56.
Or 56?
Oh.
Yeah. Definitely mind sharpener that.
Alright, so you use your mind sharpener, which is your reaction. Okay, yeah.
And I have a bonus action left, right?
Yes.
Can I use shield as a bonus action or no?
No, shield would be a reaction.
It's only reaction. You can't use it as actions or bonus actions.
Yeah, that's correct.
I mean, can I? Yeah, that's a good point. I guess can I do my offhand punch or?
I think you have to do an attack for the offhand punch, so you'd have to wait till next turn.
Alright, all I got is temp HP back then. Alright, I'm gonna expend my bonus action on defensive field.
You power up your energies around you. So that is it for you. And actually, now that you're up here, you would see another guy who was kind of hiding in the halls up here. Though the others wouldn't see him because you basically have the wall to them. But being inside the little walkway here, you'd see him. Alright, so that's it for you, right? Okay. So down below, there's some movement. And a guy would come up the stairs on the other side, dash, and basically kind of make it to here. Trying to get to you, Malin, but he can't this turn. The guy on this side of the wall.
Wait, do you guys see the other side of the wall since I'm up there now?
Sure. So if you look over, you can kind of see. It's kind of hard to represent just because.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
So this guy is going to open the gate. He pulls the gate open. And he is going to take his scepter, fire at Chomsky. We'll move here to get a better shot. He's gonna have cover either way. Yeah, he'll fire at Chomsky. So first shot. 17 would miss you. Second shot. Ooh, I think 24 gets you, though. Hitting you for 17 fire damage, and I need a wisdom save.
I was gonna shield that, but I was muted.
Oh, sure. So with well, your AC is 19. That would meet it.
That is way off. My AC should be 22.
Oh, you might want to check your sheet. So if it's 22, then yes, that would miss. All right, so that is it for him. Go ahead and spend your reaction. New round, Raldo.
Well, it says his spell save DC is 19. Oh, I don't know what its AC says it is. So yeah.
But it did say it was 19 for some reason. This level up kind of because I have to adjust it for infusions and other things. Raldo is going to do the same thing he did last time. Shoot the dude standing in front of.
Fire at the guy up there.
Malin.
Oh, 30. Yeah, that is definitely going to hit. Doing 12 plus 7, 19. Does he want an Archer's Eye for the extra D10?
Oh, thank you so much. I didn't know that's how that worked.
Yeah, so you can do 2 D10.
Oh, and I forgot he has haste.
Wait, your Boulder Bottom has haste?
Or not haste, Hunter's Mark. My bad.
Oh, but he doesn't.
Malin talk too much.
Yeah, he doesn't have that out yet, but.
Yeah. So this time.
32. Nice. Alright, so yeah, that would wound the wizard.
Yeah, but I'm gonna put a Hunter's Mark on him as well.
I
will start concentrating.
You might need to get closer for that. It's 120 feet. Or wait, what's the Hunter's Mark range? 90 feet. So yeah, you have to get a bit closer.
Okay, then never mind.
I mean, you can get closer if you want.
I know, but he saw what happened to Carl.
It's like, oh, Carl.
Carl did nothing.
You poor guy. Technically,
Yeah.
I think Carl would be dying because he's not destroyed. He didn't go to his negative HP. He's just kind of broken. Alright, so Raldo ends his turn. Uslog.
Yeah.
You would see that the symbol with the spinning iron around it is charging up again for another blast, the lightning one.
Oh, Raldo only had one attack with that turn.
Oh.
Oh,
You're right.
you're right. You would have a second. Go ahead, fire again. No. So that would hit the...
Yes, he only had one attack.
He was so amazed by his crit. He's like, yeah. And he's like, oh, wait. And shot again. Alright, Uslog, what are you doing?
Symbol again.
So it is up on the very top of the wall. It's about 30-ish feet up.
Does it look destructible?
I mean, you could break most things if you hit them hard enough. It's probably not going to be easy to break with like a javelin, but if you like went up there with a hammer and banged on it, you could probably break it.
Get up there.
It's true.
Wait for me to get up there.
Well, you just run and you just vault off of the giant.
You can't jump 30
I
feet?
have
Yeah.
climbed a giant before.
You have climbed a giant.
These ones are
Ah.
painful to climb.
Their armor is on like molten, so.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, what are you doing?
Just gonna run up to something and hit it.
Ah.
Actually, I can't even do that. So, I do want to kind of get away from like being clustered next to people because I don't want. I guess I'll run up as far as I can and just throw my javelin here at this one.
Alright.
Because I'm assuming I can't hit the mage because there's so much cover.
You could try. The mage is near the
twice less
opening. He would just have plus 3 to his AC versus you right now. Oh, actually, wait. You're down below and close. Yeah, that would be hard to do, like at this angle.
Yeah, I'm just hitting this.
Okay. So you throw at that guy. 17 is going to just miss AC 18, so it clanks off his armor. Oh, and 13 will miss as well. The giant looks angrily at you and kind of gets its searing
I'm
scepter.
gonna drop the javelin and bring out my greatsword.
Shing! Alright, you draw your cold sword as the giant approaches with its huge scepter. Anything else?
No.
Alright. So this guy is going to yell, I can't help you up there. You're going to have to deal with that flying one yourselves. Don't be useless, dwarves. In Dwarven. Arapel.
Alright, he's gonna run forward on his stubby little legs. Clang, 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 clang. There's nothing I can do for Carl, right? Like, none of my healing does anything for Carl.
No, he would need to be mended.
Which takes a minute to cast.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Carl's kind of he's not too-
Yeah. Alright. Well, I guess that I will. Use my bonus action to activate my incense aura.
Okay.
And do. I hate to waste the spell slot that I spent on Crusader's Mantle, but I feel like there's a bit more going on here than we'd hoped for. We should have anticipated there would be, but we had no idea what it was going to be.
Either the spy network didn't know or they lied to you. You're
Yeah.
hoping they didn't know.
Well, no, even... Okay, yeah, I am hoping that they didn't intentionally tell us. Because they actually used the word easy, and I almost spoke up. But, like, I'm assuming that even if they meant well, that they couldn't have known. So I think I might try again. I hate to waste the spell I already spent, but I think this could be useful even if it captures a couple.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a hypnotic pattern, I think.
Oh, all right.
I'm just linking it for information for the moment. Let me just see here. 30-foot cube, and it's a 120-foot range. That was what I was looking for. Okay, so yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So there's the cast, and
All right. So, as you do that,
oh fuck yeah!
this guy up here sees you casting and is going to counterspell.
So would I still lose my Crusader's Mantle?
What does why would you lose the Oh,
I was gonna
because this is a new concentration.
Spell,
well,
but I didn't have to. Yeah.
You would, because it goes away as soon as
before I start concentrating.
There, actually, hang on. Let me check something.
Yeah. The moment I think about or that I'm beginning to plan to beginning to cast it. Yeah, before I begin maintaining it.
It's actually a really good question. I don't think that's come up before.
I mean, I guess it could go
you
way.
lose concentration on a spell if you cast another spell that requires concentration. Technically, the counter is gets rid of the cast, so I think you're good. I think you still have.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Well, that was, but it still takes my action, I assume.
Oh wait, hang on. Let me check Reddit.
Reddit's
Spellcaster. Yeah, Reddit knows. Reddit knows everything. Alright, most of the people are saying yes, you would lose the first spell. Because basically...
So
yeah.
I lose my spell slot, I lose my action, and I lose both spells. Is that correct?
I believe so, yeah.
That is a shitty turn.
You stupid wizard. This is bullshit.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna just have to use the rest of my spell slots on counterspell now.
Let's see how you like it. Get like her counterspell is now just a middle finger raising up. Alright, anything else, Arapel?
I don't think I can do anything else.
Alright, so the Mind Master it's not like any of this, as there is now a angry looking wolf thing in the hall with him.
Malin, can you throw some of them off the wall on the other side so they can't see us?
What is this, Baldur's Gate? Alright, I think he's just gonna try to blast you.
So he started blasting.
Yeah, he's gonna take some shots at you. Which I think all miss you.
Yeah, no, he has to crit me. He did me. Okay.
So he frustratedly fires at you, but your armor protects you. That's it for him. And he is actually gonna go down the stairs and come out the door here, because he doesn't want any of that going on. The lair goes. Once again, the bolt charges up and blasts only the four of you here. So I need saving throws from the three of you. As Malin is not in a place where he can be targeted. Dex save again, DC 18. Ruff. Ruh-roh. Alright. 2. I think I need Uslog. And Carl automatically takes a death save fail. Oh, so you all failed.
No.
Oh wait, yeah, you got advantage, right? Alright, so you see it coming in. Action hero dive. So 35 lightning to those who failed.
Damn.
I'm gonna go ahead and do reactive resistance again.
Alright, so you spend your reaction. Yeah.
And then half if we.
Yeah, if you made it, then you would take 17 lightning. Alright, so you use a second. Now you're down to what, 3 uses?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But at
So-
least I'm remembering to use it this combat, because I almost never use that.
yeah, so make sure you spend your reaction on that. That is a reaction, right? Yeah, reaction.
Yeah.
Alright, so the deep dwarf downstairs. It's like, God damn it. Wizard, get out of there. And he is going to... Wizard's blocking the stairwell, so he can't come upstairs. I think he's just gonna fire his harpoon gun again at Uslog. And actually, I think the harpoon gun was wrong. It's only... No, that can't be right. Oh, maybe it is right. Wow, that's a shitty attack. Alright, yeah, he's gonna fire at Uslog because he doesn't want to get in front of the giants. So he takes aim. Oh, he actually hits you. Doing 3 points as you're raging. Just kind of sticks in your chest and you roar at him. It's like, oh god. He would once again yell in Dwarven, Wizard, get out of there so I can get in. That's it for him. The spy captain is going to turn invisible. And then fire at Malin with his light crossbow. So advantage on you. Uh, 28.
Jesus. Yeah, that hits me.
Alright, so you are struck for 45.
So I have that because it's just a regular crossbow, right?
Yes, this crossbow is actually not magical. Well, you can half the piercing, you can't half the psychic or the sneak attack. So you can half the 12 to 6, then 15 and 24 is
Sounds
39.
ask a question if I have cover because I'm between the other dwarf.
That's true, you would. I'll just say he moved up here to do it. Sorry, I should have said that. But yeah, he could have fired. He could have just stepped up and fired past the dwarf.
All right.
So
How much damage am I taking?
so 15, 39 points by halving the 12.
39, so minus 29. Okay. Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. I don't feel good at all. Alright, 62.
So make sure you mark yourself as wounded.
Yeah, definitely wounded now.
Oh, and I need another concentration check, which would be DC.
I took 29 damage.
29. I want to say that's 19. Yeah, 19 DC.
So what are the rules? What are the rules for what's the formula for these concentration saves?
It's either 10 or half of the damage you took, whatever's higher.
Oh wow. Because at our level, it's normal for the attacks to be much higher. So I never knew that it could go up so quickly.
Oh yeah. You can, if you're hit hard enough, you can very easily lose concentration. You're gonna use. Oh, you can't use the mind sharpener, huh? Because you reactioned already. So that is gonna fail, and you would lose your haste. So that's it for the spy captain. This guy, seeing you use your reaction, is gonna get the hell out of Dodge. So he comes downstairs to here, yells, "Go ahead, get up there!" And he's gonna fire some bolts at Uslog. Pew, pew, pew. 24, I believe, strikes you for another 12 psychic. That's it for him. Gnome.
Oh, well.
Any more text for me out, please? I don't feel so good.
I need some help up here.
It didn't work the other direction, but it might work in the reverse.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Honor you.
I mean, last time I tried to teleport, it didn't work none.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know, like,
Wait,
maybe not much.
I forgot where I was. I think I was about here. I think I'm gonna throw my obsidian steed on the ground.
Alright, you summon your obsidian steed. That's the nightmare, right?
Yeah.
Did we get you a token for that?
I don't think so. Last time we just kind of played it like theater of the mind.
Alright. Let me
You
get
might not have been in
you.
combat though.
Yeah, if it wasn't in combat, that would make sense.
It was during the escape. The
Alright,
GT.
I'm not seeing it.
Yeah.
So it says it's supposed to just summon a nightmare, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I can just make one for you really quick.
And it's like you attacked.
Alright, where are you throwing it on the ground exactly? Like north of you?
Yeah, between me and Haricon, that looks like a great spot.
Oh wait, I think we did make it because looks like it is not generating. Let's see, nightmare. Are you in here somewhere? Oh, it's under fiend. Oh, did you fight a nightmare before? Weird. Alright, I'll give you control of it.
Cool.
So that is Chomsky. I'll stick it under resources in the summons. So you should see it kind of towards the top of summons.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Go ahead and roll initiative for it.
Cool.
Does it have dark vision? I assume it does.
Yes, I believe so.
What's the distance?
I don't see dark vision listed on here. Fire damage,
Really?
It sheds bright light for 10 feet and dim for additional 10.
A nightmare sheds bright light? Oh, yeah, it's burning, duh. I guess that makes sense. It's like fiery. Alright, so it doesn't necessarily... So it doesn't even need dark vision because it brings its own light.
Yeah, so that was action. Movement. Chomsky's gonna hop on this guy. And then, look at Arapel and Uslag. Should we go save Malin?
Yeah, I think that's a little more than we signed up for.
Cool. He's gonna use his ethereal. Oh, well, I didn't roll. But I thought it went after me, or directly after me, but I think we misremembered.
We need you, Glenn. We need you to CC.
Well, let her rely that we are badly. Yeah.
Also, they have gotten some really lucky rolls on those attacks.
I rated an 18, and you know that's just a little too much for me to handle. I mean, actually, it's the crit because if I shielded, that would have been fine. Like that single crit absolutely messed me up completely.
Yeah.
Completely.
All right, so yeah,
Especially when you're in there alone. If we'd had 2 or 3 people up there with you, like it, yeah.
All right, so
it's literally the crit.
so you I'll say you hop on your nightmare, and since it's going like it rolled higher, I'll say it can just go after you now. So what's it gonna do?
It's going to use its ethereal stride to make us three disappear.
Oh. Like, go to the ethereal plane?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright. So it, go ahead and link what it's doing.
He did.
Alright, so yeah, you ride over there, and the three of you would enter the ethereal plane. Interesting.
He's leaving poor Carl behind.
You're also leaving Malin behind.
Well, no, he's not.
We're not leaving the battlefield.
Yeah, they didn't abandon me.
So yeah, you vanish into the ethereal plane.
I mean, Melon might
Before,
think we're leaving
before
him.
we vanish, I would yell out to Malin, hang in there, bud.
You got this! Alright, so you guys disappear. That's it for you, I assume.
I mean, I've
Oh,
seen
that was
this
actually a terrible plan. Oh, man.
I was gonna say, now they're all gonna attack Malin.
Yeah.
They were doing
Well,
that
I mean, the giants can attack him, but yeah, the dwarves up
Just
there.
2 turns. That's all I need.
Alright,
Well, actually, I need to start the giants. I should be alright.
so Carl is sparking over there. Bzzz, bzzz, bzzz. The giant of evil is confused. And he is gonna say, where'd they go? And move kind of up this way. And say, oh, and take a shot at Boulder Bottom.
Oh, I forgot about Boulder Bottom.
Oh god, he yells. Because he is blasted for 17 fire. Where did you guys go? Give me a wisdom save.
That's a very good point.
Alright, so Boulder Bottom is scared. As a second shot. I think 19 would hit him as well. Doing another 20, and I think he is wounded now. The Dreadnought yells, it might be trickery, but kill the one who's still here. And he's gonna move 30 feet. No, actually, no, he thinks you guys are up to something. He's gonna go back here. Sorry about the weird movement. And he's just gonna ready an attack, looking around. Malin.
I lose my turn, but at least I regain the reaction. So.
Alright, so yeah, you are stunned. The armor is going to come up and hit you, or attempt to.
Do I? Wait, just want to double check real quick. Do I? Am I? It gains. Target can't move or take action. So when it says take actions, I can't take a bonus action either, right?
Yeah. Stunned is like the monk stun. Like, they have... How long are you stunned till? Till your next turn?
It says choose a creature. When the spell ends, the target. It doesn't say technically stunned.
What does it say?
That's. I meant it.
Oh, until the spell and target can't move or take actions. Okay, so you're not stunned. You're just kind of lethargic. All right, so yeah, it's kind of like incapacitated. You just can't really do anything, but they don't have advantage on you. Yeah.
Okay.
So he's going to attack you.
All right.
Luckily, you're not stunned, or else this would be a lot worse. I need a dex save.
7. Holy wow.
Ooh, so that would break your armor, reducing it by 7. And he's gonna Acid Claw, which actually your armor is still pretty crazy, even reduced. Miss.
How long does it break it for?
Until you use an action to repair it. Like, reset it, basically. So he would break it, but then miss with his 2 attacks. Yell, what is this thing? In Dwarven. This guy is gonna step through. He's gonna have to dash to get past the guy. He sees Boulder Bottom over there. He's gonna get ready to fire, but can't do it this round. Raldo.
I'm muted. He sees these giants coming at him. I think he's going to start running backwards.
So he can attempt to retreat, but they would get to fire at him as he goes. Like, he would need a round of them missing him, and then after that he would retreat. So just keep that in mind. You could go prone.
So
That would give him
stepping-
disadvantage.
So is stepping backwards count as retreating?
Basically, because like there's not much I can do about like if you're leaving the map. I'm assuming you're retreating. It's just kind of like a gamey thing. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess because it would be kind of it's hard to be like, well, he's going back a little and firing. I don't know. I mean,
I was gonna go back, go move 30 feet, use my action to dodge.
oh, I see. Yeah, we could say you're off the map 30 feet dodging. That's easy enough.
Cool.
All right,
Cool.
so he retreats. He gets in the position to retreat, but he's just 30 feet off the map. That's fine. That's it for him. So Uslag, you are in the ethereal plane. You can't really see anything. I mean, I guess you would see the area, but you wouldn't see where any of the enemies are. So here, let me...
Not really anything I can do.
Ready in action.
So you could,
Oh, yeah.
well, you
Gotcha.
could move somewhere. Like, you could move towards the gate. Yeah, or you
I
could
thought
stay
I had
where
to
you
stay
are.
on the horse. On the...
No, you're just, I think, right? Isn't she just in the ethereal plane for now?
I can move on my own, or do I have to stay near you?
I think you're just in the ethereal plane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you...
5 feet will let you.
So you can't go back until the horse wants you to. But yeah, right now you're basically in this wavy kind of... it looks like this map, but yeah, it's just you can't see anything.
Okay. All right. This is new, but yeah, I'm just going to go to the gate because that is where I've been trying to get to this whole time.
Alright, so you rush towards the gate. I'll just move you.
Okay.
Where in the gate do you want to go?
Close to the mage.
You can't see the mage. You're not sure where he is. You can go where you saw him last round.
Yeah.
Alright, so you run up to that area getting... are you going to, like, ready in action, or what are you going to do?
Yeah, I'll ready my greatsword to attack.
Okay. So you... Where you hope he is, you ready... We'll just say, yeah, for the mage if you see him. Or do you want to do just any enemy?
Yeah, any enemy, but yeah, I'm hoping it's a mage.
Okay, looking for the mage, but you'll go for someone else. Arapel, what are you doing in the ethereal plane? You muted?
Can I try to get up on top of the wall?
So you can see Uslag over by the wall. How would you get up on the wall?
That's why I was asking if there was a like.
Oh,
Somewhere.
I thought I was on the wall too.
Oh, do you want to go up the stairs, Uslag?
Yeah, I was trying to get, because isn't that where the mages are? They're like on top
Well,
of the...
one of the mages ran down the
Okay.
stairs, so he was outside in front of the wall, but you know that Malin is upstairs. Now, if you want to run
Yeah, I
up the
got-
stairs, you can dash, because how much movement do you have?
40.
Yeah, so you can dash to get up the stairs if you want. Or you can try to go for the mage that was downstairs.
I'll go for the mage that was downstairs, because I'd rather attack something this next round.
Alright, now, Arapel, what would you want to go up the stairs onto the wall?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how much distance we're talking about. He's only got 30 feet of movement.
Alright, let me measure. So yes, with a dash you could do that. Well,
Oh, with a dash.
yeah, with a dash you could get up there this turn.
Okay. So if Chomsky and Uslag are both, I don't have my token actions. Let me go find my token actions. Since my token isn't out. So at the start of my turn, let me find it.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a way I could just show you grayscale on the map without turning off all the lights.
Yeah, no, I don't have my buttons because my token isn't out, so I'm just trying to find it in the... Here it is. Okay, so... Damn it, I was whispering to myself. Alright, so, Chomsky and Uslag do get 3 if... Because I think they were... I think Uslag got hit, didn't she?
Yeah, I've been hit.
She's not next to you anymore, though. She ran over to the wall.
Oh, okay.
But you could heal Chomsky if you want.
Well, I think it's automatic. Like, I mean, it is the start of my turn, isn't it? Because I know I've gotten this wrong before. Yeah, at the start of each of my turns.
Yeah.
So if he's in my aura at the start of my turn, it just happens automatically.
All right. So Chomsky would gain 3 then.
All right, and then I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll use my action to dash if that can get me up on top of the wall near Malin.
All right. So you run past Uslog through the strange misty dimension going up the stairs. Like I said, you still can't see anyone because technically you are still in the ethereal plane.
Yeah, but we're just basing it on where... Well, see, and I thought you could see what was going on in the normal plane while
Can
you're on
you?
the ethereal plane, but it's like misty, isn't it?
I thought you could just see the outline. Well, you can see the landscape. I don't think you could see the people.
Okay. Well, anyway, that doesn't matter anyway, because like we pretty much saw where everyone was and I know where I'm trying to get, and that's near where Malin was. I don't need to be exact.
Let me do a quick check on the ethereal plane. Oh, can you see?
That's how I've seen it played in other games, but I don't know. what the-
Distorted and warped.
Yeah.
But you can peer into the material plane. I don't think you can affect things there, though.
Right.
Yeah, you're
Right.
absolutely right.
But you can see,
Okay.
you can vaguely see. I mean, it's not like clear vision, but you can vaguely
Alright,
see
so then that
the
was...
structures and creatures. Yeah.
Alright, that was my misunderstanding then. So I'm just going to put you back on the token layer where you are, and you would see what's going on.
Okay.
You're just all wavy and ethereal. Alright, so that is it for Arapel. Alright, we are getting... Well, I think we're over time at this point, a little. Is a new round... Yeah, we might want to stop here and continue next time.
Next time with more people.
With, with a Glenn.
Yeah, with just 2
And a
extra
wizard.
people.
We'd like a
Yeah.
Glenn and a you.
Oh, right, you have 2 extra people. Alright. So yeah, why don't we call it here, and we'll have them from the background next time. But let's do MVP votes. This is an interesting game.
It's a draw.
I'm curious to see how the Deep Frost network plays out with the 3 kings.
I mean, we're starting to feel a certain way about these deep frost folk.
Well, they're very helpful, but there's definitely a bit of a cost.
They sent this here?
I don't know. They kind
Oh,
of the first time
the-
they showed up, it
easy?
was because they wanted something. They haven't been. I don't think. I feel like we've been more helpful to them than they to us. Like by doing the stuff
Yeah.
they've asked of us. Whether
Well, I mean, like what they just did, like set you up with the you know, disguise selves and the resources.
500 gold.
yeah, if we ever get to use them, we haven't. We,
Look, you guys took a
set
few
out
hits. You
pretty
still have all your healing. You guys are fine. Jeez, you get so worried. Like no one's even used a heal spell yet. You just had a full
That's
rest.
because I'm nowhere near enough
all
to help
yourselves,
protect Malin.
Like, oh my god, someone got wounded. We're all gonna die.
No,
I mean,
if
Carl died.
Oh
yeah,
oh, yeah.
Carl was
That's
obliterated,
that's the
and-
that's the what's it called? The litmus test. Carl died, so we're all gonna die.
No, it's the 2 rounds of combat with like multiple hits that were 30 to 50 damage apiece. And the only reason there hasn't been any heals yet is because Arapel wasn't close enough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that inspiration.
So Malin, you are MVP. Yeah, congrats.
I'm gonna need that next turn. Thank you guys.
Need that inspiration. Malin's like, I got this. Bam, bam. What the hell?
Crit and then
I
getting
don't
a
got
28
this.
is crazy.
It's like, this is so much easier when they're just stunned and drooling, and I can just punch them to death without them hitting me back.
I'm ready to usually take hits. Just a single crit is all that,
Yeah.
and then not much damage. It's usually I have a decent con save even. So it's like you got a lot of things have to happen.
Well,
to put in
I
this-
feel like they've been rolling kind of dog shit against you for the last few encounters, so maybe this was
So
like
it's all
a
balancing
yeah,
out.
it's balancing out. You just got like crit and then sneak attack, and you're like, oh my god. But
I didn't know about the half damage thing affecting the con save or the concentration. I
Yeah.
thought it was something to do with like when they did more damage than your HP or like put you to like a certain number. But I don't know. Like I didn't know what it was. So like
you might be
but I
thinking
definitely-
of massive damage death, but that's
I don't know, maybe. It just seems to me like at this level, like big hits aren't a big deal. And I didn't realize that a hit for 30 or something, which it's a big hit, but it's not life or death for us, and it's actually becoming pretty common. And I didn't realize that meant that what I thought was amazing con on Arapel really probably isn't that great. You know, if he was in Malin's spot, you know, probably would have lost his concentration too, you know?
Yep.
Being hit by those guys. You know, I didn't, like when you said that the save on his concentration for his spell was 28, I'm like, oh, so you have no chance at this level of play of keeping
Oh
that
yeah, well,
con.
if you take enough damage, you're just gonna lose your spell. That's just how it is.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I had the Mind Sharpener, but that blew my reaction, which I would have then used on the shield, which then the guy hit 28.
That's,
So.
I mean, that's also why it's good to have things like Mind Sharpener and like
Yeah.
you know
I don't even know
combat
what Mind Sharpener is.
It's a-
Is that a spell?
Oh,
magical
MSA.
item. Or like
During
combat
fusion.
casting, yeah, any of those things can help a lot. But yeah, I mean, not everything. Whatever it's called, combat, whatever the thing that gives you, Warcaster.
Oh, Warcaster. Oh, but still, no. Even with Warcaster, like having advantage, I mean, a 28.
Well, I mean, what do you just expect your spells will never go away if you get high enough?
No,
like
no,
that's
that's
the
not-
counter.
no.
That's how
Well,
they.
no, but I'm not
It's
saying
like
that.
I have a plus 18. I should not lose my spell. This is bullshit.
Well, no. Here's okay. If you have a plus 18, like you should have a chance of keeping your spells. What I'm saying is, if we're getting hit for 30 to 50 damage, it's multiple times per round.
Well,
like,
you're also
our-
fighting giants. Giants.
Yeah, our 10 round spells are, you know, 1 or 2 round spells because you cannot make that save even with advantage and even with a really great roll.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you get hit hard enough, you're going to lose your spell. There's nothing you can do. But I mean, that's the counter to it. Like, and the giants also have really shitty wisdom, so you just look at them funny and they're whole personed. So that's what D&D is all about, like counters.
Casters that counter.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you if you get countered, that's part of the strategy.
Like I had bad luck. Like
No,
I said,
I
my
had
character
just-
was specifically
I had
built.
never heard. Yeah, no, I had never heard a concentration save that high before, and I was like, "What?" And I didn't know what the formula was. And then when I learned the formula, I realized that honestly, I think that there's probably been quite a few situations where
You guys,
probably didn't calculate the. If that's the formula, then I'm pretty sure there's quite a few times we didn't calculate the
no, I've been calculating it.
save
Yeah.
correctly.
I
Yeah.
always calculate it.
No, I don't mean today. I don't mean tonight. I mean in general.
No,
Like Arapel
I've
has taken hits. Arapel has taken hits that are 20 or 30 at a time, and like
yeah, it was
has
like
been,
DC of 15, and you've made them.
Well, that's
No,
what I'm saying. I've been rolling thinking that the DC was 10.
Oh
and-
well, no, I've always known. Like it's always been that. Like I would have told you if you had failed.
Okay.
But it's I mean it's like you got also you guys have mostly been fighting these things with CC, so you don't get hit all that much a lot of the time.
I don't know. We've had a couple of combats where
Yeah.
we were
I
all
mean,
hit.
usually
Well,
it works out for
well,
me.
that's just it. Because they hit so big, it only takes a couple hits for us to be down or dying or close, you know? And that's
Yeah.
why I felt like, wow, the DC was probably pretty high quite a few times before. And I'm not sure that I could have made it, but apparently I did.
I don't think you've ever been hit for 50 or 60. I think you've only taken
but
like
I've
20
been
or
hit for
30.
Like a
30 to-
level
I've been
15 thing.
hit for 30 to 40, over 40 before, yeah.
Yeah. That's how I've always calculated it. It's either 10 or half the damage, whatever's higher.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a fun session.
Yeah, good game,
I
everyone.
wish our plan would have worked out. And
It's still
Yeah.
young. I'm sure. I don't think, honestly, I still think you guys got this. Like, especially
so
when
do
you
I.
get your people back. The only
Yeah.
the only real like little thing like wrench I threw in was the lightning blasts and the failure to teleport.
Oh well,
I just need a turn to get up, and I'm gonna be fine. I just need
Yeah.
a turn, and I'm gonna be fine.
Well, honestly, the
Hi, guys.
lightning blast and the failure to teleport and the counter spells aren't the most challenging thing here. The most challenging thing here is that only one of our party has managed to get in there and do DPS yet, and he's been getting pummeled. You know?
No, I
Yeah.
just need a
Yeah.
turn to get up, because I can just read through. Like, if I don't get a crit, to be honest, I think even if the other guys. Wait, if a guy crits me, like if they nat 20, no matter what, they hit me, right? Even if they don't have
Yes. The one.
Well, it depends on if Glenn is there and within 60 feet of you or not.
Yeah, if he can do a silvery. But the only one, I mean, the big one you have to worry about is probably the spy master, because if he crits with his sneak attack, he can actually hit harder than the giants.
Oh
Yeah.
That's that sneak attack is.
But
No joke.
the littler
If
guys,
you want to make a road,
and we have to make sure. Let me. Okay, I think you already minused it for the AC. Just because I will forget that.
but
No,
I'm heading out. Fun time.
Yeah, I'm gonna take some
See y'all
notes, but
next week.
good game, everyone. Well done, well played.
Honestly, guys, without the nightmare, honestly, that's going to be a pivotal round. Like, I mean, obviously, if we have our other players back next session, that's going to make a big difference as well.
The funny, it's going to be funny. They're going to come in just as the layer blast goes off, so they're all going to get hit with lightning. Like, we're here. Oh God, what the hell was that?
Well, I mean, and that's just it. It's like them not being here changes so much, because it would have changed like whether they had spent the last 2 rounds running in.
Hey man,
whether they were.
If I could have everyone here every week, I would love it. I really I really wish we could always have everyone, but we got to do something. I can't just like cancel the game because people miss.
No, I think
right. And I wasn't implying that you should.
I'm not worried about the guys not being here, because I mean, to be honest, it was the first session I had an additional +2 AC, but like I said, the dice rolls, we would be absolutely fine if not for that crit.
Yeah, and that just happens sometimes.
Actually, I don't know though, because that crit could be. I mean, yes, it was a double damage, but you up there alone with those guys for very long would have meant multiple rounds where even if they didn't hit, they would have done that much, half that much damage again and again and again. Yeah. But but so we're short staffed, but honestly, like it would have been at least 3 more rounds before Arapel could have gotten to you without that nightmare.
I mean, to be honest, we should also start with the nightmare. That was.
Yeah, once it came out, that's exactly what I said in chat. Was like, wait, why wasn't this our plan?
You guys didn't know there was going to be a lightning machine, so.
Even if we had known that we weren't going to be able to teleport and known that there had been a lightning machine, if we had remembered the nightmare when we were planning, then that probably would have been the best plan from the beginning.
Yeah,
even without those other complications.
The nightmare is definitely very helpful. I don't know if it can be killed or what happens to it if it dies. That's the only thing you have to kind of keep in mind.
I think it says I think there are parameters for that. Let me look here. Did I close my browser?
Let me take some notes while I'm thinking.
I think
it has a stat block, so that means it can be killed, right? Yeah,
so
it's got hit points, it's got an armor class. So yeah, but the question is what happens if it dies? Does it die forever? Let's go. I guess that would be. That's probably on the magic.
Yeah, it's on the magical item.
Yeah, I'm looking at the nightmare stats, so probably looking at the magical item stats makes more sense. That's the token. What is it? Statuette or token or something?
For the story points things. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Was it Miri? Did you you didn't request an item or a custom item, or like how did you? Because for the how'd that work? with the
What?
snake transforming staff or whatever. I remember you one time said that like you used your story points to get that.
Oh, I used story points to be able to reprogram an Iron Cobra.
Say what?
So are you talking about my so in this group I don't I haven't
Never.
yeah, no, okay. I've never used any story points on Arapel. No, I'm sorry. I used story points on Arapel to save innocent cooks and maids that didn't need to be in that house. But other than that, I've never used any story points on Arapel. But no, I have a Yanti monk, and that game we were in a temple that was some ancient Yanti stuff, and one of the um creatures that we encountered in some of the combats were these the creature stat block in the D&D books is Iron Cobra, but they're basically constructs that are shaped like snakes and have their own like abilities, but they're constructs. And it was it was in line with my theming because my character is a snake woman. So I told Lou, like, can I try and like reactivate or reprogram or convert like one of these snakes? And he made it a story point thing, and I was able to reprogram it. But it's actually kind of squishy, and I'm afraid for it to die. So it actually guards our NPCs and usually doesn't go into combat with us because
Well, it
I got
can be repaired. Remember, we kind of.
yeah, but the first time it ever took damage and I tried to repair it, like the repair rules that we rolled out with initially in that moment, it was very on the spot, quick decision. But the rules that we rolled out with in that moment, that's on how I could repair it, were basically like you either have to find someone who can carry around a 300-pound object, or you have to leave it behind. That's basically what I was faced with in that session. And
Oh, if you couldn't repair it, yeah.
yeah, you nerfed it later, but in that session, I was like, "Oh shit, I'm never gonna take this into combat again," because I don't want to face this decision again. And then, and I got other stuff that was cooler later, and so we've kind of made it like one of the minions that guards our NPCs now.
Yeah.
So I was thinking.
It's in your camp.
I mean, like I had the original idea of like we had the soul crystal. I was like, oh, I want like Iron Man, maybe part of my armor, and now we have the Blackstone material. I was thinking of if it's with the story points to like make custom armor just for Malin.
Yeah, we could talk about what that would look like at some point.
Okay.
You'd probably need to get that Blackstone recipe.
Right.
But yeah, the other stuff we can figure out. Maybe like incorporate necrotic damage into your fist attacks or something. Could like power your attacks. I don't know. I would have to think about it, but yeah.
Yeah, no.
Definitely doable.
All right, sounds good. Well, good games. Hopefully,
Yeah.
rolls do better for me in next week.
Yeah, I'm sure you're not going to get crit over and over like you guys crit my guys over and over. Will never happen.
One can hope. Oh, good night, guys.
Yeah, good night.